God. Alright, so I'm here doing a recap. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a good night.
Nice.
Good enough, good enough. So, let's see here.
Everyone.
You know, I don't understand any of you. This internet shit. Not that I know what internet is, but you know. Let's see. So we went back to camp. We got all our potions with the bandits and shit, and we did that. I tried to climb up a wall, so you know, maybe spread the joy of singing and being a bard as I did. Raznoth fucking did magic-y shit on me. Fell down. Wasn't fun. Oh well. Will help me out though. He asked me. Let's see. And Vex has the room all as usual, and you know they're doing some talks, whatever. I help right, do some talking. We found out about the trolls and the ogres and stuff. We're gonna go with the trolls first, just because you know they're cooler. I mean, it's easier because it's just one, right? So we're traveling, right? And we set up camp for the night. Everything was really fine. We actually, for once, you know, didn't get attacked by bandits, attacked by giant dogs, but you know, everything was fine and dandy. And then I had to fucking pass out. I don't know shit that happened after that. So my buddy here, insert padding scapula. Poor Sticks, you tell them what happened. I'm sure it was great.
Sure.
Nothing happened that bad. I'm sure everyone lived and nobody got hurt.
Alright, well, Gazrog and I were in a shift together, and then wyverns fell from the sky and tried to take Quill away, and that would have been such a terrible loss, so we tried to defend him. And it turns out they gave up. Yeah, they gave up and tried to take you instead. And
wait, shit, what?
yeah, and I would have gladly just let them take you, but I think I should have tried to defend you. I did. You almost fell a bunch of times. And fighting ensued. I was having tremendous fun. And
I mean, go for you.
yeah, it was. I feel so giddy inside. And
You feel alive again.
Raznoth tried to shoot down with an ice knife and got a pretty good hit in there. And the wyvern was like, "Fuck you," and then also took him away. And then we played. Us martial boys played catch with javelins, and I feel like we truly bonded in that moment. And there was a killing blow between Vex and Gazrog at the end when they attacked simultaneously, which made you fall. And I remembered somewhere in the wind that I think Rommel Grimp has a bet going on. So I tried to heal you as the bet dictated, Cole, and I was literally disarmed by Quill.
Why? What?
So I just
Why's your arm off? Why am I choking? Why is it hard to breathe?
there. It's fine. It's fine. I have one hand. Is all I need.
I only need one hand to choke you.
Poor Stick.
fucking
Maybe I
hate
should
you.
heal her. Him.
I am healing.
in.
Be healed, Cole.
I
Be
don't think that's
healed.
healing.
So as you guys, bravo. As you guys finish
Do
up
we
from
both
the
get
Wyvern battle-
inspirations?
Yay!
Sure, I'll allow it just because you guys need it in this case.
Hey!
You were clapping too hard to hear the part where he said we might need it.
No, I was drowning him out. I heard him, but I don't want to.
I can hear you, but I won't.
I choose not to hear it.
So as you guys set up yourselves, get yourselves ready to get going, having yourselves together for the night, you guys conscious as you though Cole don't hear so well, don't walk so well, don't play so well, as you are just a total wreck. You guys can settle down for your long rest if you so choose. You will need 30 points of healing to get rid of all your injuries.
He's just kind of.
I mean, do you have any more to pour into yourself?
Let's see my.
Sorry, Cole. I would heal you, but,
I have one.
And I
Just
have my
remember,
arm back.
he took some previously inside of the match. I remember that much.
Yeah, I think you got like 4, so 26 we'll say.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cole is like half leaning on whatever surface is closest by, just like, oh, as I got it.
So you roll your d4 plus 3.
So what did we get back? Sorry, because I missed that bit.
No, just
Where?
Cole's using up the healing magic while they're okay. So you lose 1 lingering
resting.
injury. You lose your first one. So your finger heals. You're still having a limp, and you still can't hear so well, but your finger's fixed.
Oh, good. She can play her lute. He can play her lute.
Oh, thank God. What?
Unless you play the lute with your feet.
If I play my lute with my what?
Oh, Storm, you're putting 4 more points in there.
Yeah, that's all he has left.
Okay, so you need another. Well, unfortunately, once you finish your rest, you're right back to 20, so it won't do you any good. Once you finish the long rest, it resets. You have to get that 20 back in fairly short order.
Somehow,
He's helping. He's trying.
yourself
Yeah.
yeah. slept.
Wait, so I have
Really?
You got 20 more points of magical healing to do once the long rest is done to get rid of those wounds.
Hey,
So
did Michael die?
Michael?
Who died? Oh heck, yeah, Michael.
Did you seriously fall asleep, buddy?
No, just resting my eyes.
Dude,
Just
seriously,
stick his eyes on it.
Michael,
if
you
feel,
probably want to sleep.
I can run it, man. You don't need to be here if you don't want to be. If you think you're too tired.
How many hours have you?
Surprisingly, actually, I got 6.
Well, we'll run, but of course, Michael, if you feel too tired, feel free to dip if you need to. Anyways, to continue with.
Did you like my hood?
Good. Oh.
Wait, I can't see you, Cam.
Ooh.
That is a very nice hood.
I just lost Zaku's image. That's hilarious.
No, because I refreshed because I can't
Okay.
see Cam.
I approve.
That's
Next
classic
time
peasant hood. Nice.
Next time we all
Or next to
I'll
cows.
come back with hoods.
It's actually not a peasant hood because it has like a cape behind it.
Oh, okay.
So it definitely is a cowl.
It's a
He's
it's
got-
for a Breath of the Wild cosplay.
Hey!
I just haven't done the markings yet.
Okay, case. So as you guys rest and sleep to finish your long rest, you can all regain your hit points and spell slots.
Can I have my arm back, please?
Um,
Are you going to be trying to suffocate more people?
I did not try to suffocate people.
You weren't
can
trying.
Druckle
but you
roll
should,
to
didn't
see
you?
if he makes enough noise to disturb everyone's rest because it's bitter?
Are you trying to disturb their rest, or are you trying to be quiet?
Trying to disturb their rest.
You don't need to roll for that. Being a loud asshole's a freebie.
Can they
Well,
finish
next
talking
one,
first?
Sure.
Walking
no,
around kicking dust in people's faces.
Yeah.
But
Diet.
You weren't trying, but you sure did almost succeed.
Hmm.
course.
Flicks his head.
I just need to be able to trust you to make sure you don't try to do something like that again. Raznov is able to discuss his dislike towards Cole a lot more passively. Yes, he is a bit of an asshole about it, but at least he doesn't try to kill anyone.
What? You were trying to kill me?
I did no such
This is
thing.
a silent. This is a quiet conversation. That is why
Oh,
I'm keeping
my
my voice
bad.
down.
Well,
No,
sorry,
I should have
you
specified.
have
I
to
should have specified first. So
No, it doesn't matter. Cole can't hear anything. His ears are ringing.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
Cole can't hear. You have to speak up for
Oh,
Cole.
that's right. I'm just an old
Can't
man.
hear me. Just
I
Vex
don't
just shouting
know.
into his ear.
I don't know if you.
Cole's like not paying attention. Just Vex just throws like a stick.
Guys, hold up. Yeah.
I don't know if you believe me, but I did try and stabilize them. I don't know what came over me.
I'm winning.
Michael? You
Let
dead?
him rest. Now let him rest.
Michael, please go to bed.
Oh,
Do not
bed, my
force
dude.
yourself.
Michael, it's
You're
alright, man.
Snobbling. Alright.
Yeah, man. I've dipped out of Nikki's games, so don't worry, buddy. We'll see.
Sorry.
No worries, man. I'll
Good,
see you
buddy.
tomorrow for the gnome game, though. Get rested. You don't want to be
It's
sleepy for the
okay.
gnome game
If you
tomorrow,
need to
right?
sleep-
Exactly. Can't wait to see what other memes you got in store.
You need to get your
Yes.
sleep. It's important.
Alright, fine. Sorry, guys.
Need to get your sleep. You need to get
It's
your rest.
okay.
Nah,
He's
Michael,
on
it's alright.
sleepy.
There's someone with a hood here still. You're represented.
You know what?
Exactly.
Inspiration for the night.
I'm taking that. I'm adding that to my sheet.
The creed. The creed is still represented. Cole looks over towards Portix and is just kind of. He's staring at him a little hard at first, but his eyes will kind of soften a little bit, as much as they can. And he's just.
Alright. If you truly do say that, I will believe you. But if anything like that happens again, yes, I understand I've taken a form of leadership upon this group. But
Says who?
As you look over to see a little goblin cowboy wander in, covered in dirt and bristles, and kind of looks like he's been chased down by maybe a wolf or two.
Cole will
Well,
look
you
back
see-
over towards Portix, like, or go ahead.
You see him visually do a spine chill with his actual spine.
Particularly, also, hold on. Who was it that actually tied me up?
Poro sticks.
me.
Poor stick.
Okay.
You also know that Raznov threatened to set the tree on fire that you were tied to.
Cole passively, with a bit of a surprised look, just be like,
oh, hold up that. Druckle, you're back.
Oh, now you remember me.
I promise you, we did not forget you.
Well, that's just fine. Because I sure didn't forget any of y'all.
Welcome back.
What was that? I couldn't hear you. Speak up, would you?
What was that? I couldn't hear you. Say that again.
How about those of you shut up? Before even any more predatory animals come across us. Alright.
Now listen here, you sly, slithering son of a salamander. Do you know what I had to go through to get back here all on my own?
Frankly, I do not care.
I'm glad that you're safe. But for the meantime, we all need rest. You look tired after trudging through all of that. Are you okay?
Nice to see where we stand, then. Think I could go use a rest. Go meander off to the other group and sit down.
Cole, actually, honest to God, after everything is kind of like said and done, he'll look over towards Portix first, and he's just.
Trust me, it's a lot more than just my own opinion of you. It's the others as well. I don't entirely know how much is your autonomy versus Ember Flecker's, but if you say that you are... If you say that it was an accident, I believe you, but just make sure that to know that there's a lot more at stake than simply just my opinion. That's all I have to say.
Alright. Sure.
Good. And then he'll kind of look over towards Cole and Druckle, and he's just, you two.
Huh?
Oh, are you talking to me or are you talking to that one? Because I don't think
Give me
either of
my
us
laptop.
here.
Well, that one seems to be experiencing some form of tinnitus. You and... Sorry. Yes, I'm talking to the both of you.
Hell, what is it?
Quick question. Would my Lester Restoration be able to fix the tinnitus?
No, it takes 10 points of magical healing.
Dang. Okay.
And I still need 20.
But,
I don't seem to have any more spell
Tonight
slots.
is, last
Sorry.
night is, tomorrow is, and all that.
I
Cole
lean
just kind
over.
of look
I don't
towards...
lean over Quill,
Okay.
but I will follow Quill because he has yet to give me my arm back.
Cole! Sorry, I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, no, Cole would have given them back to you while he was talking.
You're just watching the arm flail about in your hand as you forgot it.
Yeah, just like, oi, oi. He's like pointing, like prodding. The arm prods Quill.
But
It's a multi-faceted weapon. You can stick one finger out to make it a piercing weapon, or use it as a flat hand as a bludgeoning weapon.
Bold of you to assume the middle finger wasn't stuck out the entire time.
Man, that would be very impressive if poor Styx could choke out Cole with only a middle finger.
I know the pressure points of living beings.
I don't
In
appreciate
fact, I used to be one.
God. What?
As
Why
a
are you saying,
former human
Will?
being.
Okay, guys, back to the game.
You're gonna have to speak up a little bit, sorry.
it's fine.
Yeah, in the morning I'll get you.
I'm thinking that we should begin to sleep in smaller groups instead of individually. It's troublesome. That individual experience from before with the Wyvern. There's no chance that it couldn't happen again. So for the meantime, Druckle, Cole, over this way. This is where my lodgings are.
He kind of points to him, points to the thing, does the walking thing, and then, right. And he gets up and he shows, as he's getting up, he just kind of grimaces for a second as his leg starts limping, and kind of holds on to his knee for a second, rubbing it, and starts heading over. Got it. Sleeping here. Don't. Yeah. I'll be here.
Are you coming along, Druckle?
Oh, why, sure, I might as well. Who knows? Might find a nice tree to tie myself to sleep.
I'm going to have you know right now that I had no say in that decision. You are more than able to be angry. In fact, in a way, I encourage it. But don't point it towards me when I had no say in it.
I was just there. Oh, I mean, honestly, if you're gonna have any beef with anybody, well, actually, the opposite of beef. If you don't want any beef, at least give us a break. Actually, something to, cut yourself.
Cole, you kind of cut out there. Sorry.
Huh?
You're going robot, Izaku.
Shit. Ooh, give me a second. Yeah, I have really bad connection. I've been cutting off for everybody. Yeah. Just if there's one person that you at least shouldn't have beef with, I mean, he didn't have anything to say about it, but at least don't say anything about Vex. He helped you out there. At least I think, right? Did he? Did you?
Huh? What?
Unfortunately.
You did a thing for Cowboy here.
So-
Oh, right. Vex
Cutting out.
Vex just like, yeah. You can I have my dagger back? Actually, I kind of like. It's not a dagger. It's a small knife. Sorry. Mind if I have my small knife back? Actually, I kind of might need it.
Partner, that's the one person here who had my back. Thank you.
Vex, just kind of sees it.
Spare if you want one.
It's all right. No need to. I have two. I just wanted to keep one on me at all times. I can only wield just one at a time anyway.
So, Judah, are you like breaking off into a second group so we take 2 separate rests? Is that what
No,
you're doing?
essentially, it is basically a how do you even call it? Technically, we could do it honestly, just like with one close proximity pile. It's just that essentially it's pack tactics. Like one is less likely to be picked off if surrounded by a whole bunch of others. You know.
It's like you don't stay close together for a fireball. You don't stay close together to be picked off by a random one.
Like, frankly, you know, if it weren't Quill, if it were any of the a lot more squishy people, I mean, Raznoth experienced that firsthand, and so by extension did Cole. That would have been a much worse thing that would happen. So, yeah.
Wasn't like between me and you, Quill? Actually, like who would get picked up first?
I think so, and I'm very
You guys
glad.
have to roll dice.
I rolled
No,
a
no,
D4, or I rolled a
Yeah, he
D3
rolled a dice,
between
so
the
it was
sleepers.
out of anybody that was.
Yeah, it was anybody who was asleep.
Okay.
But I guess,
So, but yeah.
as you guys set yourselves up for your camp, I have nothing else planned, so for the sake of quickness, we will see you guys get your long rest in. Since it happened. And you guys are ready to make your move forward the next morning.
I keep track of where Druckle is at all times.
I will,
Keep an eye on poor Sticks in the meantime. I'm gonna like stick by Cole and Druckle just in case poor Sticks decides to continue that bet.
Rasmus goes back to sleep. Fuck you guys. I want a nap.
While I'm resting, I crumple into a pile of bones, but the head is still like glaring at where Druckle is.
I'm going to unfortunately spend one spell slot to try healing word on me to get this limp off.
Okay, so you're gonna use another healing word on you, Zaku? It's gonna take 10 points of healing minimum to get rid of it, though, so one healing word won't be enough.
Yeah, but you know.
Zaku.
Wait, is it the next day now? Or?
Yeah, it's the next
No,
morning. You guys are. It's the morning now.
Okay.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
next morning, so a long rest doesn't reset it?
Nope.
No.
It
I
has
need
to be
magical
10
healing.
points of magical healing is the only way to get rid of those wounds. Long
Basically,
rest actually
like,
reset. The long rest resets the healing. So if you had magical healing, you took a long rest, you lost the magical healing you gained. So it's back.
Cool. I could.
My minor scar is one of the things that can't be healed as well, right?
Yeah, your minor scar is permanent.
Oh wait, so if I only got halfway through healing through the day, it resets, but if I get a 10 points off in the one day, then it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. Yes, that's how it works. You have to get 10 points gone before a long rest, otherwise it resets.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna...
I mean,
Yeah.
do you have cure wounds? Cool.
Nope.
My website just reset.
So
Alright,
you need.
well,
and
I guess-
Grazrock gives you 3, so you lose another wound, Zaku. You lose the next wound. Nope.
Thanks, buddy. You're
Vex
good
gives you
tonight.
another 5 points of healing, so you're 5 more points away from losing your last wound.
He
Oh,
goes.
Actually,
He'll
you know
just
what?
start to go over and like give them both pats, just like. At least you two won't kill me.
It's a shame we don't have any of those healing potions right now. It would've
I
come
think to
real
myself, for shame.
An injured warrior is a useless warrior.
Yeah.
That's right.
Do not forget that we might need to fight Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should take better care of yourself there, Sonny.
What'd you say, Sonny?
Hi. Wait.
No, you lost the tinnitus with the second wound, right? Wasn't
No,
the
that was
tinnitus-
the
It was
limp.
limp.
Limp was
Yeah.
the second
The
one.
tinnitus
Ringing
was the
ears.
last one.
Yeah, the tinnitus was the last one.
Gotcha.
My flag lance glints in the sunlight.
Just imagine when Cole says that. What was that? What?
Huh?
Huh?
Two old men
Huh?
yelling back at each other. What'd you say?
Raznoff will turn to Quill. Alright, so we leave those two behind and continue, right?
Quill will kind of, with a more companionable smirk to him, given their previous conversation, Quill will kind of look over towards Raznoff and just say,
Well, despite whether or not you want to admit it, they're still useful.
I do not know that their usefulness outweighs the negatives.
Cole can't hear him, but feel the chill of Raznoff's hate running through his spine, staring at him, squinting at him.
Ruckle will lean over to Cole. He says you should lose some weight.
He said I should lose some what? He actually cut off, so I actually didn't hear it.
He said you were fat.
Fuck, mate! Look at this! It's all muscle, and he shows like his fucking low strength height action. It's like, over the muscle here.
So yes, leaving them behind.
it kind of gets a quick snort out of him, but he just kind of shakes his head and continues preparing, or picking up from camp.
Fine, have it your way.
I don't know what you're saying, but love you too, Raznoff.
I'm not talking to you.
Well, I'm talking to you, so accept my love.
I wish you wouldn't.
So, as you guys gather yourselves together and your party gets your gears, you are now at the base of the mountains where you were told the ogre tribes and the troll may possibly live. At this point, though, you have no idea where they would be. So, there will need to be some checks to discover the location of these areas.
I will
Someone
send
should
my
climb
right
a
to
tree.
sweep.
Is it time for Quill and Vex hunting buddies?
Yes, the sequel.
Indeed, the
Um,
D's.
Yeah, no. Can I send my Raven up to do like a perception check for any like clearings that could indicate like a camp or a cave?
You can.
Yeah, I need to pull up my Raven stats.
How
Could I
much
get
can
you
your
to add
carry?
Raven to the
Yeah, sure.
to
Just
the
give me a
character
second.
sheet so I can pull it up a bit quicker next time? Oh, I can't click it. Whatever.
How much can your
D20
Raven
plus
carry and still fly?
Not
Probably
a lot
not
for
you.
Raven. It has 2 strength.
What check do we
And
need
it's
to
also
make?
a small creature, so it's like strength is cut in half, ain't it?
It's a tiny
wait.
creature.
Tiny.
Heath.
Yes.
So that would make
What?
it only 15 pounds.
What?
14 for perception.
With a perception from a sky view, you don't notice anything specific in the general vicinity that would indicate a place of blah 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 of any sort of creature like that. No, at this moment.
What's
Okay.
the roll for something like navigation? I'm assuming it would be
Survival. You guys are looking
survival.
for survival. You're looking for tracks and other things.
okay.
All
Vex, you got guidance by chance?
By the way,
Oh,
there's
no.
Cam. I
Okay,
gave you
yes.
a Raven sheet, so you have the Raven monster in your in the
Lovely.
sheets now.
Thank you very
You
much.
also have a guidance. Don't worry. Actually, you know what? No, actually, I won't cast bless at the current moment.
Hey, well, Druckle.
Wow, that's terrible.
Oh my goodness.
So as Vexen,
Struggle,
Yeah.
please.
Druckle already
So the
rolled
Raven
it.
will come
Rolled it.
back and
So
Oh shit, I didn't see.
As
He didn't
you
say
guys-
anything, but okay.
as you guys are like trying to figure out where to find stuff, Vex and Dude, you guys look around. You guys are lost. You just kind of wander around in circles. You have no idea what you're looking for. Vex, you spent your whole life fleeing from things bigger than you. So you when you generally see something, you go the other direction. And Quill, given your personal backstory, you're not used to hunting down large creatures like this either. Druckle, on the other hand, Druckle is a bloodhound sniffing cowboy as he starts finding trails, and he finds not one but 2 different sorts of trails going in different directions. One seems to be
Well.
one apparently seems to be a smaller feat but larger quantity, while the other one tends to be much larger feat but seems to be a single. They're going in opposite directions.
You say smaller feet, but what do you mean? In comparison to the larger footprint, or like to
in comparison to the larger footprint. In fact, when your giant paladin with steps next to the smaller feet, they're about his boot size.
Understood. Okay. Then
So the raven comes back to me, and I just let everyone know that I was not able to find anything from this guy.
Look at this footprints. He could fit me in here.
Try crawling up. I want to see.
All right. Here's the deal, guys. I've got 2 separate trails, so I suggest that we split up for a time.
Actually,
That's not a good idea.
Following the one set of tracks, the other following the larger set of tracks. I, of course, shall follow the large.
We will not be doing that.
Yeah, do you know what these tracks are?
Did you find
as
us,
much
or
as
did
I
you actually know the mission, Druckle?
Well, we're looking for stuff.
I mean, I have to hand it to him. He's not exactly wrong.
That's
Of course
fair,
not.
except that stuff might or might not require either fighting or, on the other hand, and he kind of looks towards the
I believe it was the larger tracks. I don't remember. No, it was the smaller tracks.
or courtmanship.
Well, I got you covered on both.
I'm just saying, I'm not sure if I could revive everybody.
He
Please, take
kind
the
of
lead.
quirks an eyebrow, and it's just like,
I'm not sure if the maternal tribes.
No,
will
no,
have
no,
someone
Quill.
like you.
Let him do it.
Quill will look over towards Raznoth and kind of. At first, he's like, "No, this is wrong."
Don't
But then he
say
like
that. I'll
slowly
go.
nods.
Okay. With the approval of the 2, supposedly larger and intimidating individuals of our group, I'm going to start marching in the direction of the large footprints, regardless of anyone else's plan.
Whoa, where are you going? You're not going alone.
You slow pokes, I can't wait for you guys to figure out what you're gonna do.
He's gotten used to it. Quill's going to just grab Druckle like a soda can again.
Gives a little squeak as he picks him up. Squeak.
And he'll just kind of look directly in his eyes and just...
You have the wrong idea as far as the mission. It's supposed to be diplomatic in nature. You know that, right?
Well, diplomacy can be spoken with words and arrows.
Well, it just so happens that such a thing is an
I
idea
just-
that we have, but we have to make sure that we pick the right direction, the right decision.
Okay. So, just real quick, I just remembered at the end of the last session with saying that we could bring the wyvern corpse to the troll. Are we still gonna try to do that, like retcon, or no?
How heavy is a wyvern?
drag it.
Roughly like 2,000 pounds.
What if I go inside its body and take over its skeleton?
Will can carry about
Can we
500.
transfer?
Gazrog. Actually, no. If Quill and Gazrog were to try and drag, then we could do it. But dragging it is going to ruin the corpse, probably. Oh! No, it has a really tough hide.
No, it'll ruin our time.
Yeah, it'll ruin our time, that's for sure.
I mean, we don't have to get all of it. We could just chop like bits of it, right? At least
Yes, you guys could hack it up. You have axes.
Yeah. Raznoth isn't going to do any of that, so I'm pretty much just praising, like, because we forgot about it. We did mention it last session. So I'm like, are we still wanting to do that? Because Raznoth wouldn't. Raznoth doesn't have the fucking...
I think it was a mention, rather, and plus, like, that's probably something worth being talked about inside a session.
I'll do it. I can store 2,000 pounds of flesh in my ribcage, right?
Shut the hell up. Anyway, I think we shouldn't, but I think we were still going for the troll. We were still going to attack, I think?
Well, we're gonna
Sorry, I kind of like that there. I apologize.
Yeah, troll is attacking thing. But they could be looted for food.
Yeah, I mean, trolls have intelligence. They are capable of speech.
Troll is food or fight. That was my note on the troll.
Yeah, they were generally, you could try to convince them. You're generally better off consistently if you can convince them that it's good for food, or you might have to beat them into submission. As most Hoard monsters, beating them into submission is always a possibility.
Why don't I just take
me
a piece?
itching for a fight. Also, me probably should.
How much can I? How much can I carve up that I can personally carry, Heath?
Well, what's your strength modifier?
2.
So what's your strength score, I should say, actually?
15.
You can carry 225 pounds minus your armor. So probably 200 pounds. But you would be completely encumbered. Literally, you pick up anything else, you won't be able to walk with it. They're actually, I should check what you...
You're talking about this in character.
Well, we're doing this like this because we left the camp and forgot.
Actually, sketch that. You're carrying 82 pounds already.
Yeah.
Because I definitely brought it up at the end of last session.
Yeah, you guys did, yeah.
we can carry what we can carry, and then just,
you can carry 140 pounds, D-Rab, but I mean, you guys could just carry a bunch of meat. I'm not gonna get too sticky with it. You can carry a few hundred pounds of wyvern meat if you want to chop it up.
Yeah, that's fair.
If anything, it doesn't hurt. We can attempt with negotiating with it first with food, and then if that doesn't work, if it's just like fuck off, then we can do it.
Wait, but did we ever talk about that in character as far as like chopping it up to begin with?
You guys talked about this stuff in character.
We're just
expediting. That sounds weird because I'm pretty sure that we like nearly died and everybody was like, "I want to go home," rather than chopping up wyvern meat.
Well, the chopping up wasn't so much brought up, but the using the wyvern for food had been brought up.
For food.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then cool. We'll kind of bring that up again. It's just,
is this something that we're going to be doing though? Still.
Well, I had to give it a shot.
That seems like the best idea.
I'm talking while I'm monotonally, blissfully hacking up the thing with a longsword.
It is easier to use fighting as a last resort.
I guess I'll help out with getting the teeth or something.
So as you walk over with the teeth, Jet just cracks the tooth as he takes his little dagger, just ding, 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 crack. Ah, fuck.
Damn it. I guess anything of interest that I can take off, because I don't have the strength to chop anything. Nor
if you want to try to get something specific, it's a survival check, Zaku.
10.
So what were you after?
I don't know anything of interest. Maybe
like claws or scales or something.
Yeah, claws, scales, just little things because he can't chop any meat. So
I'll say you're able to like cut off a single claw. It's not a pretty cut, but you're able to get a claw out of that. The poison stinger was already lost with because I remember I remember Cam went for the poison stinger last week and failed.
Can I try one more
Me.
roll to see if I can collect an eye?
Sure, that's one more survival check.
Wait, did you say I did?
I'm pretty sure you went for it. Yeah, one of you did. I think it was
No, I didn't do anything with the corpse.
popping it out perfectly.
It was
Just-
Vex. It was Vex.
yeah.
Vex.
Vex did it. Yeah, it's like popped the eyeball up. Poop. Now you got like a little wyvern eye, which is pretty damn big. It's
No,
probably
it
about
doesn't
like.
have eyes. No, it doesn't have eyes because
Oh, that's right. The
It's
eyes
got-
were killed.
finishing blow.
I think I was going for the venom sex, wasn't I?
Yeah, you went for the venom sacs and you failed and it popped.
They stabbed it in both of the eyes for the final blow. So
Yeah, that's right. There are no eyes. So you go for the eyes, and
Whoa,
you reach in for
it's
it, but
not
what I'll
eyes,
say what you
it's-
get is you pull out what you think is an eyeball, and you pull out its cranium. Yeah, you got its brain, just perfectly.
if
Actually,
anything,
I
that's
wonder how
more
it seems
impressive.
with this.
For the sake of
Looked over
expediency,
at
can we
Poro
just
Sticks.
hack up the meat though?
Yeah, the meat's just hacking, so you guys hack up the meat. There's no worry. Like the survival checks, if you're trying to get something pristine and like perfect, hacking up meat is hacking up meat.
One last thing. Can I try and like get the fire breathing organ out of its throat?
It's a wyvern,
No,
not a
not
dragon. There is no fire.
It's not. Oh, it's not a dragon.
What about its talons? Can I get the talons?
We already got them fucked up earlier.
Shit.
That was the first roll from Jet.
What about stinger?
No, that was his teeth.
Oh, that's right. It was the teeth. No. Cole went for the talon. That's right.
Cole. Yep.
I'll say with an 11, you can get a talon as well.
Sweet. I shall add it to my box.
I just give Gazrog
Should I-
how much meat
Should I
he
go the
wants.
morbid route? Do I want to go the morbid route?
Sure, why not?
yeah,
While
I'm
you're
flipping a-
while
I'm
you're
gonna flip
humming
a
and
coin.
hawing, can I just point out how funny it is to Raznoth that everybody else in the party is fucking busybodying around this corpse and he's just standing there watching.
You don't got no interest.
All right, guys, we're gonna get morbid. One last survival check. I'm going for the reproductive organs.
I knew it.
Jesus.
I don't know if that's
How the fuck are you
morbid.
gonna? How the fuck are you going to carve out a cloaca? Wyverns don't have dicks. Just saying.
I
Let's
don't
see if he
know.
rolls good. Ooh, wow.
Another
I-
natural 20.
That was natural.
So as you guys look over to see your goblin approach the crotch of the wyvern with his knife out, you gather that he's worked around a lot of privates in his life, apparently.
In all the wrong way.
Cole will just stare at him and he's just, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What the hell do you need?
Raznoth
for?
looks on,
What the
knowing
heck are you
exactly what
doing?
his intentions are, and is completely unfazed. This is about what I expected.
Yeah, but like, what do you need it for?
Druckle will immediately become exasperated by everyone questioning him and just like, fine then, and throw it on the ground.
No, man, you can keep it,
That
man.
is a
You
waste
just want
of
to know what the fuck
perfectly
that.
good wyvern meat.
It's just what the fuck do you need it? Because I mean, sure, you can use a chicken leg and then you eat it,
No,
but I
you
mean,
made it weird. You made it weird. You all
you're
did.
making it weird, man. What the fuck are you?
I walk up to the dragon, wyvern thing.
Dragon dong.
The
dragon-
wyvern's magnum dong.
Put your
I'll
bone
pick
in
it
your
up
bones.
and hand
got
it to Druckle.
There are actually many spells that will require wyvern dong for components.
Wyvern dog.
Druckle here.
Is that the Hoard term?
That is my
Very
turn.
well then. Druckle will re-accept.
just
The
gonna put this.
apparatus.
I'm just gonna put this out now, Zaku. Do not make artwork of this.
I don't want to. You know, Bad Dragon exists as a website. Just look at that. I'm not gonna draw it, man.
Sakura out here pretending that they're a monster fucker with standards. You know that doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, you guys just not ready. But in this moment of the time, not tonight.
Oh my fucking
So,
god.
anyways, you guys gather the wyvern corpse and pieces up as you guys finish up.
And we fast forward back to the survival check.
So, who's going where, guys?
I say we all.
Well, we're
stick
not
together.
splitting up, that's for fucking sure.
Yeah, we're going to the troll.
Yes.
We're going to the
Are
troll.
trolls bigger than ogres? So we
Trolls
should go
are-
to the smaller one?
Trolls
No,
are
we should
bigger.
go to the troll.
Troll's
Right,
big,
so we
but
should
it's
go
only
to
one of them.
The troll is the
Hopefully it
larger
is.
one. Larger footprints with only one set.
Raznoth, make sure to stay close to Gazrog.
Oh.
Oh, trust me, I have not forgotten.
Alright.
So plan is offer food, beat the crap out of them.
Only
Offer
offering
food.
food does not work.
Yeah, that.
Alright, let me just append that. Got it.
Wait, isn't
Wait,
Aren't we
wait, wait.
supposed to
Should we
offer
say in
someone
partner
too?
we should beat the crap out of them and then offer the food?
No.
I thought we were supposed to offer someone.
Oh,
No,
No,
that's for the fucking.
okay.
That's the
Ah.
ogre.
Allow me to work on the plans. Once we find the troll, we offer him the food and a spot in the Hoard. If he does not accept it, then we kick the shit out of him.
Sounds simple.
Persix
fine.
goes full flight stewardess. It's like, in the unlikely event where they want some of your meats as food, do we just skip to step 2?
No, we can feed him Dracul or Vex.
Okay, why are you feeding them
There's
little
more-
guys?
That's inefficient meat.
What did Cole say?
I agree.
Why are you picking on the small guys?
Quill will
Because-
actually
Because they
kind
have
of
more meat on their bone than you.
Quill will actually stifle a bit of a smirk to himself because he's kind of beginning to recognize Raznoth's humor at this point.
Vex is just kind of unfazed because he's kind of used to it. It's like,
No, because he thinks it's bullying.
Sweetie, no!
I just like, yeah. Just kinda
Maybe
kicks
we
it
can-
slow.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll make sure
Thanks, it's cool.
No
Hear
one's
me out.
engaged.
I got you.
Maybe we can trick it by offering T-pose Vex.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
That,
No?
that would make it angry.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's smart, right?
Maybe we could disguise. Hold on, I got an idea. How about we could pile up some meat, and then I can cast out my duplicate, and once it goes chomps down on the Vex, it takes up the meat instead.
We are
You just have to
giving it
learn
the meat
someone.
anyway. The first
Yeah.
thing we are doing is giving it the meat.
There's no need
mean,
to
just
make
a backup
the plan
plan.
more complicated than it is.
Okay, fine. I was just offering.
It's not bad, but we do have better options. Currently, I personally prefer the split in between killing and feeding. Hopefully, we won't have to do the former, but
He kind of just shrugs.
Look, once we find the troll, we will offer it a spot in the Hoard. It will get the meat and a home if it accepts. If it does not, we beat it into submission.
sounds about right.
And is
So
that
no
normal
power
or
of
actually
love
offer it
bullshit?
meat?
Is everybody on the same page? I
After,
look
I'm
directly
good for
at
it.
Druckle.
If
Well, I never learned how to read anyway.
Quill will look over towards Druckle and kind of kneel before him just a bit, kind of close the height difference, and he just kind of,
it's simple, we're going to offer it food. If it accepts, there's no need for violence. We return back, and everything will hopefully go well. If it denies, we kick the ever-living shit out of it and make it join us. In most situations, the troll should keep out alive, so do your best to do so. If you attack it from afar, there is a chance that you will kill it, so be careful with your arrow strikes.
I'll make sure to have spare the dying ready.
Shit.
Right. So by all means, do your best to avoid vitals. Do you understand me, Gruckle?
What if it chokes?
What if it what?
he'll kind of think about it as an actual possibility before a little bit of a companionable smirk kind of appears on his face. And he's like,
Well, I suppose then we'll go for the ogres next.
Did you guys actually hear the question that I asked?
yeah, yeah.
I heard what if it, and then a word of
Oh.
questionable definition.
What if it chokes?
Chokes. Okay.
Yeah, Quill responded to it as an actual thing, kind of.
I thought he said, "What if it chucks?" And I'm like, "What does that mean? Are you worried about it vomiting?"
Whee!
Right.
Either way.
If we are
Should
all
be
on the
fine.
same page, Dracul, would you like to continue tracking it?
Well, all right. All you had to do was ask.
I'll give you my assistance.
Roll with advantage. Wait, actually, what is your wisdom by default? Because do you have proficiency in survival?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I'll gladly help you then. Please, advantage.
Throw up
Take
another
it.
guidance.
Yeah.
Okay, roll it, guys.
Can you guys see my webcam? Just curious.
Nope.
Yeah, we can see.
No,
No, not anymore. No.
I can only see Heath and Zaku's. Everyone else's is turned
Yeah.
off for me.
Okay.
Refresh.
My iPad died then. Okay. Shit.
Time to plug it in.
Keith, Zaku,
I can only also see.
Cameron,
I have to plug into my computer to
Erab,
do it.
Quill.
Ah!
Is mine off?
I see Heath, Cam, Judah, and D-Rab.
I'm gonna
I only
refresh
see
one more time to
Heath
see
and
if it-
Zaku.
Crystal
So,
and Pirate, I can't see.
Refresh.
You can see
Ah!
Zaku.
We should just be doing a video call in this server. Like instead of using the server, just do a video call through Discord.
Probably right.
We gotta go Zoom.
God.
Zoom
Nah,
class.
man, I don't want to lose my. I want to lose my information to shiny.
In any case, guys, it's not important if we can't see each other anyways. It's a bonus, not official.
Should I roll for survival again to see if we're gonna continue tracking this thing, or
Yes, please.
are we well on our way?
Roll with advantage.
Yeah, you guys can roll for it to get more specific. I was just kind of on the base tracks. Roll a d4 as well, because you were guided.
You're guided.
Shit.
Guided.
Don't forget you have guidance.
Yeah, he's rolling it now.
Okay, 17. So yeah, you were able. It's not a difficult trail to find with this big hulking troll, and as you get closer down, you find the trail with a stream of blood down it as well. About a couple hours pass if you following this trail, and you come across what looks to be this giant open cave.
Gibbs not going first.
That's implying that we have to go in.
Maybe you can send in your Raven.
Well, what the devil are y'all stopping for? By the way, Druckle never actually stopped walking.
Quill will walk forward and grab him again.
The Raven cannot see in the dark.
Nah, I got this.
Quill will look over at
Upper.
Druckle and is just,
You have to stop making me do this.
Operation
What's the-
Rigor
that's not
Mortis
the plan, was
Lock.
to talk to it. How we gotta talk to it?
If that thing right there, the troll, whoever they are trying to survive. If we show up, especially a group like ours, we might threaten it into attack.
Hey Heath?
Yes.
Can I roll like a nature check or something to see if I know what languages a troll might know?
Sure, roll me a nature check.
Bloop.
Giant. They generally speak giant.
Okay, I'll bring that up. Does anybody know giant as a language?
I do.
I don't.
The only one that I think will be able to speak to the troll.
So here's what I'm thinking. The caves are right there. We drop all of the meat. And we can back away
Now.
with Gazrog in front.
We should not drop the meat until he agrees.
He kind
The
of
meat is what he gets if he accepts. It is not a peace offering.
I suppose. Alright.
Gazrog, if you yell into the cave, he will hopefully come out.
Depends.
Would by chance would Quill know if trolls are any at all territorial? Because that could also be another interpretation.
You could roll me a nature check.
Ooh. Hey, no, forget the two. Yeah.
You would know that trolls generally are, yes, they're pretty territorial. That's what part of the reason you never see trolls in packs. They generally, you only see two trolls together when they fucking.
Right.
Smack.
What happens if you interrupt? What happens if you interrupt them doing the population thing?
Then you get
Funnily
fucked
enough-
in the other way.
Funnily
Or
enough,
join them.
nobody's ever lived long enough to find out.
Fuck
Oh,
you.
that's how
winner.
Horus
Got
Mix died.
But we do know
Getting
that
fucked
there's
by
only one troll.
Oblivion?
We know that there's only
I'm
one.
so
That's not an
sorry.
issue.
Sorry, what? Cam?
We know that there's only one troll, so that's not an issue.
That is true. We do have the intimidation factor, and as long as this thing is able to understand that we're trying to be diplomatic, then I'm sure things will probably go well.
Oh, is that so? Are you sure we got the intimidation factor?
That is
Druckle,
strength
like, casts an
numbers.
eye across the rest of the band, kind of, Cole kind of crumpled up, a pile of bones on the other end.
Cool, look at
I-
those two, and it's
I'm gonna briefly conjure a firebolt before just like dismissing it. Trolls are scared of fire.
Then
Are you sure about that?
But if we
I am
display it,
positive.
it might try to run away if it knows that it's being threatened immediately.
It will
So
most
no
likely
weapons out?
attack.
Weapons.
Oh boy.
We don't have to discard
How
our
much
weapons.
time has passed?
You guys,
Minutes.
a few minutes have passed as you guys have been kind of arguing outside his cave.
Okay.
Not
I believe
right
I have
outside,
to
okay?
Flip a coin for Druckle's
Specify.
impatience.
I will unfurl my flag because we're gonna do some diplomacying.
Quill has not letting you go, Druckle, so if you do find yourself becoming impatient, there will be a contestants.
Here, Phil, Druckle, why don't you come with me?
You're-
Come on.
Guys, coin flip in the wrong direction. Druckle will yell into the cave. Hey, they
Oh,
want to
no.
know if you're afraid of fire. Afraid of fire. Afraid of fire.
Can't understand.
Well, first off, he doesn't even understand the fucking language, so good job, Druckle. And number two, can there be an initiative roll to see if Quill could shut his mouth as he's breathing in air to yell?
I'll allow it, but I'm gonna give Druckle advantage because it doesn't take much just to shout.
Understood.
Initiative?
Yep.
Hell.
30-20?
Oh.
Well, there it is.
Gazrog, do you want to yell in giant and
I will do so.
come out?
As Gazrog just shouts and yells in giant.
Hey! Troll! We know you're in there. I've come to negotiate.
Okay, so
Cole,
you
Cole
shout.
now has. Or go ahead.
So you shout down the cave. A few minutes pass.
Rasmus's gonna take a couple steps back. He's not gonna be near the front.
Yeah,
The
Vex is gonna
few-
pass away too. It's just gonna just like, oh crap. Here we
Quill
go.
will hand Druckle to Porous Sticks before standing next to Gus.
Cole's gonna stand behind the two big boys and just kind of peeking over one of their arms.
I'm at
Vex
the
just kind of has
front
shield open, just like okay.
because I'm at the front with my flag. Look, here we are, and I guess I have Druckle like with my other hand.
He has baby in his hand.
So a few minutes pass. A few more minutes pass as you're waiting, and suddenly you hear a. Who there? Who dare come?
Is that in
Is
common?
that in common?
That is very much in giant.
Okay.
We are from a tribe to the south. We've come to negotiate. And perhaps recruit you.
Vex, what is the wisdom save for?
A fear saving throw. Vex just like almost breaks down crying. Just you don't understand a word the troll is saying. Just like, oh god.
Cole will
Cole
kind
just
of
looks
turn
down at
around, and Cole will turn around to him and kind of kneel down a little bit, and it's okay. It's just a troll. Like he seems genuinely concerned for Vex for reasons I cannot explain.
Do you want to hold my hand, mate?
Yeah,
here.
Vex just like silently just nods. And just holds a hand.
I guess Druckle will lean down and say to Vex, "Don't worry, partner. I hear they're afraid of fire."
I don't have fire.
It's alright, mate. We got meats, and he's gonna be happy with the meats. There's nothing gonna. It's not gonna. Yeah.
You hear as you guys are talking, and it starts echoing back through the cave. You hear "You come with others."
Do you wish for me to come alone?
You walk in, we talk.
Relative kin.
What was it? What you
May I
say?
bring 2 others?
Relative kin.
Oh, relative game. 2 only.
Looks over behind.
I
You
need
gotta tell us what you said.
he requests that I only bring 2 inside.
Alright. Who are you bringing?
Clearly, I'm one of the 2.
No.
Actually, I realized, technically speaking, like, okay, I know this is a game mechanic and he probably doesn't actually matter, but I'd like to mention that Holy Meat technically is a person.
I was going to bring out Holy Meat as well.
Does that mean I get to stay behind?
You think we can just cover him up and hide him?
He doesn't count, he's enslaved.
You just hear this.
Said no human rights.
You just hear. Oh.
He's already lost his human rights, and now that he's a slave, come on, man. It ain't rights here.
I do worry that the troll won't see it that way.
How do we even know the troll can see?
More importantly, who are you bringing?
Someone adept with fire. And perhaps someone else with the front line. I need those who can easily make their way into the cave swiftly to stay at the back. Therefore, you'll be able to reach us in time if the fight breaks out.
I mean, I could send out my my duplicate if you
That
want.
does not seem
Doesn't-
like the best idea.
I would suggest that I would come with you instead of Quill because Quill has the tendency to run to things really fast.
Very well. Parasticks.
And he looks towards Raznoff, just kind of like inquisitively.
I believe that you are probably the best for this, but you do not have to if you do not wish.
I will come. I am the only one with fire.
Very well.
Now I do the handover of Draco to Quill.
I mean, it's like this transaction has become so used to him. Like he doesn't even look when he grabs him. He just like
I am in
he's just,
possession
like,
of
still
the child now.
yes, like still talking. He just looks over towards Cole and is just.
Do you think you might be able to give Gazrog a bit of a boon as far as communication goes?
Oh, right. Got something. And I'll give him a bardic inspiration. You're gonna do great negotiating. Give him those meats. Wait. Yeah, I didn't give him the the regular meats. So
The intention is appreciated.
I will conjure my raven, and I will say to it, "We need help. Everything is fine." And let it flutter over to Quill's shoulder.
Takes it, flies on Quill's shoulder.
Kind of looks at it and kind of absentmindedly scratches a little at its head.
Doesn't
who-
seem to react much.
So who are the two entering
Wonderful.
the cave with Grazrog?
Parasticks and Raznoff.
Okay, so Parasticks and Raznog, you two enter the cave. You guys enter it and find out this cave is deep. It's large and winding tunnels as you wander down through the stairs. It takes you a good couple minutes to get into the cave and wander through the darkened area. And when you finally find it, you see sitting there with a corpse in its hand and dozens of bones of humanoid creatures' bones piled high, looking over a massive green troll, long flowing black thick hair, as it kind of looks over at you with kind of this snarly looking grin, is like, "You here now?" And he looks over at each of you, and also as you guys look out, you see on the ceiling just above him are two massive giant spiders that seem to be living in his lair with him.
What the fuck?
So the purpose
Yes.
of visuals, I'll put you guys are on the map so you can see the corner, but this is what they see.
Lovely.
Ah, yes.
a big boy.
That a wall.
If only I had hair, I would like to know his hair product.
It's amazing how good human blood does for the locks.
He greases his
Oh.
hair
It's a
God.
pile of my people!
with human lipids.
So as the troll looks over at each, he goes, "You come here. What you want?"
We come here with a negotiation to recruit you to our tribe. In return, you receive plenty of food and plenty of humans and other things to feast on.
Food and humans. He looks over at you, Gazrog, and he looks over at you, Raznoth, with the two spiders kind of little pincers are looking at you. feel free to roll me a persuasion check.
Ah!
Outside the cave, still under Quill's shoulder, dropping.
Oh boy!
Roll the d6.
What's
Shit's
hold
on my
on?
head. I'm eating it.
What's the
It's a d6. D6.
Okay.
An 11.
Oh.
Still not that good, guys.
That just means he needs further persuasion, okay? Leave us alone.
The troll looks at you. On the plus side, it doesn't.
Anything. I don't know the language.
You don't know what the fuck's
I know,
being
right?
said. You guys have no idea. You two have no idea what's happening.
I just trust 100.
Cam, for a moment, you look so stressed that you legitimately wanted to pat your back.
This is what I do like every session.
You just haven't seen.
Actually, I can't see Cam's picture right now.
I did reposition myself so I can like body block for Raznov.
So, anyways, as the troll looks at you, it hasn't seemed like it's about to go straight out assault at you, but at the same time, it's not very impressed with your statement at the moment. As it looks at it, goes, "Why help? I eat plenty." It kind of like takes the carcass of the deer in front of him, just like cracks it down, picks it up with one meaty handles, kind of like an apple.
Have you tried wyvern meat?
Kind of gives you kind of an odd look.
Gazrog will reach into his wherever put it, I believe in his knapsack, and just throw just a little bit of like I don't know, a small piece of wyvern meat towards the troll.
You toss the wyvern meat to the troll. Okay, yep. It kind of picks it up, sniffs it, and just kind of like chews on it. Kind of looks at the wyvern meat, swallows. Nothing special but meat still.
Well, we have plenty more, and a lot of it. Just an offering.
It looks you up and down one more time, kind of assessing. I'm gonna make it make a roll itself.
Hello? Sorry.
Oh, you're back, Eddie?
Yeah, my internet keeps cutting out on me.
Oh, damn.
I wish I didn't reset their internet.
How much time has passed with them inside the cave?
It's been about 5 minutes.
Coin flip.
Oh, God.
Actually, just gonna walk over towards Cole and Quill and just say,
Oh, God.
"Hey, I'm sorry for
So
the
He's still holding his hand, right?
yeah."
So
No,
the
Vex has an iron grip.
So the troll looks at you and kind of gives a smile at the sound of meat. You have more meat?
I do, yes, but it is outside of the cave.
It kind of like takes 2 lumbering steps towards you. It just kind of like, it starts sniffing. You have meat for me outside.
Yes.
You have meat for me here.
We do, yes. But there is more. All of that can be yours if you simply join us. Or else.
Did we see it point? Who did it point to?
Kind of pointed at you guys.
Oh no! Wait, can I roll insight check to see if it's bad.
I'll roll an insight check.
You guys can roll insight checks.
One question, Heath, does this fall underneath my danger sense?
Well, if you were there and could see it, maybe.
I don't have meat, but I'm in danger.
He wants my cakes, if y'all know what I mean.
As he says that and points at the lot of you, you gather he's getting a bit hungry and aggressive. It seems like you might have fed the bear. Kind of thing.
Pitch Quill's dummy thick ass.
It's on the other side of the cave.
He will never depart from it. No.
I kind of rolled for his DC, and I rolled stupid high. Unfortunately, I rolled a nat 20. He looks at each of you.
Why does everything go to shit all the time?
Every
He
single one of
figured
these goes like
20s
this.
for the other game.
Every
Oh.
single one of these is going like this.
I noticed.
I
I'm
just
sorry,
realized
guys. He's got a crappy
Team
modifier.
Australia
It's like
here.
he's got a crappy modifier. He's negative. It's a -1 versus a +5. You should be no.
Insight check. With an insight check, would I believe that intimidating him is a good idea right now?
You believe it might work. You might be able to intimidate him. You're large enough where you're close to his size. The skinny skeleton and the scrawny wizard, probably less so. You might be able to.
He's gonna look towards Raznov.
Fire.
Are you sure?
It's our only chance. Get ready to back away.
Just give me the sign.
Very well. If you do not wish to join with us, we'll have to beat you into submission. And we know your weakness.
And he gives a signal.
And I'll throw a fireball just near the ground, near him. Like, I'll just target, like, that square there.
And we slowly back away.
Well, is that the most intimidating thing ever? Is like, poof,
No,
back away.
not Gazrog, but perhaps the others.
Just like, boosh, back
But
away.
I will at the firebolt like ready my flag pike.
As you do that, Gazrog, you go for an intimidation. Roll me an intimidation check.
Helping?
Is it helping?
There's a fire.
Oh my fucking god. Ah!
Oh no!
This is how Team Australians die.
Team Australians, it really is, wow.
Is it not advantage?
It's a lower DC, guys. But
You're just stop being advantage phobic.
Okay.
I will remind. I did give D-Rab an inspiration.
I'm not the one rolling.
Yeah, no, you can give it to other people.
I'll
Go!
allow you to give it to him for this. He can roll one
Take
more
it.
time, but you can only
Take
get
it all.
Please.
Take my inspiration.
I
Please.
hate
Cam's
it.
already praying.
D&D
Save
gods.
our
If
soul.
anything. Anything.
Oh, there you go. God damn it, you guys are so lucky. I'm like, I'll let that be like, fuck me again. Another, you rolled a 2 on the goddamn it persuasion and 3 on the intimidation.
Wait, Cam, instead of zooming back out, your entire camera shrunk.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Oh my god.
So as you look
I-
over, the troll goes, and looks very. He doesn't look happy, but looks like you've at least avoided. He's no longer ready to feast upon you with the fire attack. And looks over. Goes, you wish. You bring fire to my cave. Maybe you not just food. You wish me to join tribe. What bring other? Where the food?
Outside. We shall bring it in.
If enough, I follow.
Very well. We shall take our leave for the meantime, and return back with the food.
Let's leave.
I walk backwards.
Azrog starts walking, and Raznal's just like, "What? What happened? What did you say? What are we doing?"
Me, as the player I am holy meat right now, I'm trapped in this situation, and I want the fuck out.
So we back in our way.
We're back. We're backing out. Leaving.
It sounds like it went perfectly. Nice.
In a sense.
As we return back to the others.
We will need to bring everyone else inside. This may go poorly. Offer all the food that we received from the wyvern, and perhaps, if it's enough, then it will join us. If it isn't, prepare for a fight.
Oh, but that thing is much bigger than I thought, and I don't think what we brought is enough.
I am incomparable to its size almost. We'll be fine.
Can Vex roll another wisdom saving throw to see if he
Hey,
is
man.
up for the challenge?
You can totally. I never deny someone the right to roll their own personal roll, so go for it.
Nice.
It's a little better. Vex has certainly calmed down a little bit.
Well,
Cole has been giving him
I am-
pats and holding his hand.
I'm sorry, Jet. My athletics said fuck you.
You just picked me up, did you?
No, it was
Druckle.
It was Druckle. I was like legitimate. I didn't think I was gonna beat it, but here we are.
Look, and here we are. Here we are in the future.
So
Also-
get to storm into the cave and start a ruckus.
So you guys,
So,
so you guys all go in together to hand the meat to the troll.
Yeah.
So as you guys walk in with the meat, I'll just move you guys in the right part of the map.
I'm
gonna
still
hang
at the front.
At the back, because I just like maybe he's not going to be happy if all of us are in here.
Vex is also going to stay back along with the rest of the party because though he's a lot more calm, he's
I'll
not.
move over here so you can actually.
I'm pretty sure Quill could easily carry the amounts of the meat that the others have grabbed, so he's just going to take what they have and then bring it in as kind of a delivery man.
So as you guys bring in the meat, the troll looks at the meat as you bring in the large piles of meat, and the troll just starts devouring it, by handful after hand, like. It just starts chewing it.
Druckle never agreed to give up the meat in his inventory.
So Druckle, well, Druckle still has his meat.
I'm gonna wrestle it out of him.
I have what do I have? The cranium and the dong.
That doesn't
The troll,
seem like
the
that
dong.
long.
It can only operate one at a time.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even like if it's just the brain and the dong. That's like
Bro, no. You never know when 1 point makes a fucking difference.
That is true.
So as the troll devours the meat over and over again, it looks up at you guys as it finishes his meal. Little bits of like the leathery flesh of the wyvern like hanging out of its tooth, kind of like just jiggling by its chin. This is like this snarling. So, you want to join Hoard now? Roll me one more persuasion check.
Can I give him my inspiration that Michael gave me?
I give him my,
No.
guidance.
Michael does not get inspirations. Michael is a co-GM.
I was about to say, because Cole has has persuasion proficiency, so
Which
even
would
though
be
he doesn't know
great
what
if
he's
you
saying,
could speak the
Yeah.
language.
I mean, Zaku could give some words.
But I mean, what if like the troll kind of sees Cole and he's like, I'm gonna try to cop that later, you know?
If Troll wants to try to seduce the troll, maybe
No,
I'll...
no, not that type of thought. Unless it's Hoard.
Some
Channel
bardic
Blue's dummy dick ass.
bardic inspiration.
did I? Oh wait, I thought I would give you one. Oh wait,
He
no, I
used
can
it.
give more.
I used it.
I can give you another one. Just like, hey, mate, make this one, join us one more time. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are saying. And he waves over to the troll and he's like, hey,
Please.
what's up?
Yes, please make sure to get his loyalty, because I'm gonna cast guide. I'm gonna like run over, give him a pat on the back, and then cast guidance.
Okay.
Okay, I'll allow it, guys. Generally, when I ask for a roll, this stuff has to happen before I ask for it, for future reference.
Okay.
It's prepping, right? You have to prep for this stuff. So, but I'll out this one time. Roll me your persuasion.
Guidance. Persuasion.
Wait.
Okay.
You still
With
have
the
your
D6?
bardic inspiration as well, yeah. Okay,
19.
So 19, yeah.
19. The troll looks over at each of you, kind of looks and... Where camp?
South.
Looks over at the two spiders and then kind of like judges to them, and you see the two spiders just like crawl on his shoulder. They're like two like dogs on his, like two cats sitting on his shoulder.
It's like Pinchy.
Go.
It's Pinchy and Bite.
Will give directions based on... I don't know how to... I don't think Gazro's the best at giving directions, but he'd probably ask one of the others and, yeah. Give the directions back to the camp.
I draw a map with my lance on the ground.
As you do so, the troll leaves the cave. As you guys figure that you successfully convinced the troll to join the Hoard.
It didn't eat anyone.
Oh my god.
Good job, mates. Good job.
Vex just lays out just like the most hell breath for like almost a minute. Like, thank God.
Sorry there, partner. Just breathe. Just breathe. I handled it.
Vex just gives a pat on Jackal's back.
Yeah, just breed.
Let it be known
That's a story for a different time.
let it be known that an encounter still hasn't gone terribly wrong without a bailout.
And using literally every...
It happens at the end.
Yeah, literally with everything you guys had. I mean, oof.
Every single encounter we've come across, like, most of the session we roll well, and we get to the counter, and whoever's making the rolls will like less than 6. And then the second Heath is like, well, I'll make a roll. I'll give them an out, and he rolls like a 13, 15, 18. It happens every time.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, I'll give you an out. And like, I rolled a natural 20.
Somehow I get the feeling that the thing that probably saved us this time around was Quill clutching a 25 over the 23.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that, like,
go in there
Quill would suddenly
and
feel like...
the situation.
Quill would suddenly just, like, feel like this fucking, like, small, but, like, this bulging mass of muscle to start pushing through, and he just kind of, like, reflexively, like, constricts, and then looks down, and he's like, come on now. I wouldn't even have to do this if you just stayed still.
Struggle senses were
It still would have taken you, like, 5 minutes to get to the troll.
Your tiny legs.
Yeah.
He'd be yelling the whole way, though.
I would be yelling the whole way. Haven't you guys got this thing figured out yet?
God. You wanted more meat? Well.
Probably have gone the wrong way.
Diplomatically done.
So we heading back to camp now. We done?
Nope.
Oh, we're going over to the next one. No.
The ogre tribe.
Should we try to get more meat?
I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
kind of-
I'm not a
We'll
hunting
walk over towards Raznoth, and he kind of, are you sure that we should not take both of our wins in stride with one another? It might become more difficult. You know how this group can get to its antics, and frankly, leaving a new recruit there, he might get some ideas.
I see your point. This is still only one success for this trip, though.
That's true, but we can make the promise of a lot more. They didn't think that we'd bring back, the troll, so...
I'm pretty sure that whoever's back there can handle themselves. Otherwise, why would he be war chief?
I mean, what if you disintegrate that other guy?
This is true.
Well, they know that we're the one who sent him, though. You could just say, like, I'm here on my own, and then there goes our credit.
We do also. No, they know that we were the ones that went to find the troll. That should not be an issue. Additionally, Grummelgrim can always just learn the events from Borostix.
That's true.
Poor 6,000 years there. 1,000 years.
I think I still think we
Druckle, still believing that Cole can't hear, yells at him. He thinks you're dumber than the troll.
But tonight is went down, dumbass!
I still think we should go to the ogre
Did
camp.
It's like, because it's done 5, I imagine it's just like, if I really actually need to hear something that's like far away.
Well, you guys,
Great.
yeah, you're just a disadvantage for perception checks required on here. It's not like you're deaf. That's just you
Part of the
ganging it up.
flavor.
Yeah, it's a flavor gag.
That's Druckle just kind of not getting it very well.
Druckle's trying. They're both trying their
He's
best.
trying his best.
No, I still think we should go to the ogre camp.
I agree.
We have a lead. Druckle did find tracks. It would be, what is the word? Inefficient to go back and then have to try and find it all over again.
I say we rest up for the night. We still follow up the tracks like Raz says, but we should at least, what time is it?
We started tracking them in the morning.
Yeah, you guys are like afternoon. It's not that late. You guys were You guys got attacked at the foot of the mountain when that wyvern attacked you.
Okay.
So you guys have only been out for like four hours. That took about 4 or so hours to find everything.
Then I'm with Raz on this one. Better to get both of them done instead of wasting time and trying to go back.
Us. Between Borostix, Gazrog and myself, I think our words will carry a fair amount of trust when we return to report our success.
Alright. So we are going to go after the ogres and then turn everything in.
Indeed.
Alright. Sounds like a plan. Just making sure.
Whatever the group wants, I'm just following around.
Yes, I have noticed this.
We like squint at him for a second. She's just like, "Does that mean anything?" Nah, it probably doesn't.
Druckle leans in. He means he's watching you when you're not looking.
I mean, he always does that, doesn't he?
Good point.
I'm just gonna lean over. Why do
Looks at you.
you do that?
Druckle leans back.
Is he saying that to Druckle or to Raznoth?
Yeah. Sorry, I must have cut out there. Sorry.
Druckle lean back. Do what?
Mike just gets like a small nod, shake of his head, and just kind of just laughs and just says, "Okay, fine." It's pretty funny.
All right, well, we should get the fuck out of this cave.
I wonder if there's
You want to
anything
do
in there.
what to the cave?
Rasnov starts walking.
Is there anything in the cave? I doubt
Yeah.
it.
No, there's not
Spiders?
really. I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, you could do an investigation check to check the corpses.
Yes!
Yep, I'll do that.
Meanwhile, Cole's gonna look at Druckle, just like, I can hear now, mate. It's alright. Thanks, though.
Okay, Vex, as you kind of like dig through the corpses, you find probably around 40 or so, 40 silver and about 10 gold pieces kind of like scattered amongst them.
Okay, I mean it's shiny. How many people are in the party right now?
7 of you.
7. Okay, let me just divide this all up.
Do I recognize anyone in the corpse? With a 3.
I know this skeleton. This is my long lost brother, Kevin.
It's Kevin Fever.
All right,
God.
everybody get 5 golds. I got 8.
Druckle, with your natural 20 investigation,
Nice.
you start going around, and you actually do find something that is particularly of interest to you as you dig through these corpses. You find what looks to be something very much deeply buried underneath the corpses. He's kind of like dig, and you see what looks to be like a small cylinder-like hand crossbow.
Yes! Yes! More! Druckle will immediately pick up the small barrel-loaded crossbow and say, "Well, it's a fine crafted tool. I'll name it Matilda."
So with this crossbow, I will say it's a normal hand crossbow, but it does +1. It just gives you an extra point of damage when you hit.
Nice.
Not bad.
It's not a +1 crossbow. It just doesn't actually. It's got just a little more oomph to the hit.
It's a masterwork, basically.
Yeah, it's a masterworks. It does 1 more hit. It was 1 more damage, but does not give you +1 to hit.
Okay.
So
I
instead
don't
of
know
two,
if anybody. Sorry.
yeah, so it's just a +1 to damage.
So I'm not sure if anybody cares, but that offers some gold and silver to everybody. In case they
Thanks,
wanna-
mate.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Of how much?
You put it in
One
the
gold.
chat.
Gold
7
and
silver.
7 silver.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll
Cool,
take
just
it.
not
Thank
appreciatively.
you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
I bite into them.
Don't put your teeth there, man.
Just talking their word.
Doesn't taste good.
These guys.
Vex is just gonna walk up to Druckle. Bet you can't shoot one out of the air. And Vex just kind of flips a coin into the air with the.
Oh my gosh. He did not just go into that.
Like he tosses like a silver into the into the air and challenges Druckle to shoot at it.
Druckle will assume a quick shot draw position and will immediately pull out the crossbow and fire. Should I roll to see if I hit?
Yeah, roll me an attack roll.
Please, natural 1. It'd be hilarious.
It ricochets around the wall.
Now I'm hesitating.
It's Vex.
Because you rolled a natural 20 and got a cool new weapon. You have to get a nat 1 fucking compensate.
Okay, fine. Here we go. That didn't work.
I mean, it's just a normal crossbow.
Just
need
yeah,
to-
just roll your roll a regular crossbow attack.
Yeah, just roll your hand crossbow.
I'm trying. It won't work.
Let me see. It's weird.
Maybe just refresh.
Could just be buffering as well.
Oh, it's just like
Well-
10 crossbow
Oh
shots.
no, there we go. Yeah, there. I rolled it for you. Yeah, you rolled a 16. So you hit it and just shoot it right out of the air. Max damage, too.
Nice.
That was a waste of a silver.
It's not broken. It's
I mean, it's dented.
yeah.
It's got an arrow through it.
And now it looks kind of like a cone instead of a coin.
I mean, if we fight werewolves, you'll be able to shoot that. I mean, you'll be able to kill a werewolf easily with that crossbow.
There you go.
I don't think that's how that works.
What crossbow? Easy while you're talking to Tilda. Druckle will reholster his new favorite crossbow.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to put a note down that I named this thing Matilda.
You could just name it Matilda in your sheet with the hand crossbow. Just put it Matilda in the hash when you name it, and under the name of your weapons if you want.
So every time you fire it, it's going to say Matilda.
Plus, I already adjusted your damage for you, Jet, so it gives you the +1, so don't worry about that.
Watch, like, by next week we have to cancel for a couple weeks, and we're just gonna come back and Druckle's gonna fire. He's like, why is it called Matilda?
Matilda. New phone, who dis?
We just throw a person at somebody.
Well, Druckle, if you can stop salivating over your weapon for long enough to find some more tracks, that would be appreciated.
Well, all you had to do was ask, you tall, dark, whatever you are. Druckle will,
that is literally what I did.
Hey, so you...
I attempt to salivate and fail.
Hang on, I gotta re-roll that.
Technically nobody said they were helping you this time, but...
Nah. I'm not proficient in survival.
But I will let someone else roll a base survival.
I ain't gonna do it because I'm terrible at survival. Wait, no, I'm actually pretty decent at survival.
Yeah, you're a cleric.
Okay.
Okay, so Jet, you're too busy looking at your newfound weapon to pick up the tracks, but luckily your goblin buddy Vex is more willing to kind of pick up the slacks with you as he finds the trail where the ogres were.
Do you think we should grab more meat to, do you think that would help?
No, not really.
Okay.
Vex waves the wyvern dong in his hand. I mean, don't we got plenty already?
I'm just not sure if they will enjoy that sort of delicacy.
If we need to offer meat, we'll just offer Druckle.
No, we're not doing that.
And this is when Druckle invents the popular goblin dish of spotted dick.
God damn it, Heath, I'm gonna choke.
Yeah, don't choke on the spotted dick.
I was taking a drink when you said
Well, that's what happened to me last week. Get a webcam and maybe that won't...
Yeah, I can't tell if you're taking a drink
yourself.
when I tell these zingers, man. So, you guys spend another, as you hunt down the track of the ogres, you come across, it takes you another few hours, so you're getting close to, like, late evening at this point when you come across the second cave. This cave you see on the outside has a giant boulder blocking the front entrance of it, blocking any way from in and out. A large enough rock that you gather that it would take some considerable strength to move it.
Yeah, so they're in another cave. There are no gaps or anything?
There's small gaps you might be able to squeeze through.
You gotta wheel it, man.
Those
Small
of you
boys.
who aren't swole, though, could squeeze through. The big fatties of you, on the other hand.
The big
Can I just, like,
boys.
bowl my head through the thing?
Quill only has one thick fatty, okay? Actually, maybe two. He is
Yeah,
an orc.
Quill's pressed hams aren't fitting through.
On one hand,
Turkeys.
on one hand, I just want to send my raven in. On the other hand, I don't want to lose my raven.
Can I like
Cast it.
slink in with my bones
Can we,
like
Here, I can toss your head in there if you want.
yeah, can we just like use the Toro 6's head as like a bowling ball? Just roll it in and see what we can
I come with the news. I have-
But be warned, if Poro 6's head is destroyed, Poro 6 is also destroyed.
Just like
Druckle points out. Wait. We could get the cod piece through. What's his name? Holly. Holly, you could fit through there.
Holly. Holly me.
Holly.
He's too useful, I think.
I mean,
Oh, hold on. I could send my duplicate through.
Can you
But
even
you
can you
can't
even
see
see?
You
No,
can't
but I
see
could-
through your
but no,
duplicate's
no.
view, but
I know, but if it gets destroyed, no one loses anything.
true. But you would also have
We don't
no
gain
idea
anything
if it gets destroyed because you don't know if it gets attacked if you can't see
I mean,
it. And
Vex,
it just
no, Vex will
Also,
stick
it
his
can't-
head through and watch as the clone walks through the cave.
wait, Vex.
Don't do that. Stop
Vex.
it.
Yeah,
No.
we hold on. Right, we're dealing with the ladies here, right?
Yeah.
We
First,
don't
you
know
gotta
that
knock.
yet. That is the stop. We don't know what we're dealing with yet. We should step away from the cave, wait until morning, and see if we can gather information before we barge in.
I was about to say, if these are the diplomatic ones, it'd be rude to just be walking into the space, right? They're not gonna want to deal with us.
What do
You're right, but we
ogres?
should take some time.
well, I mean, you know what ogres speak. You got one in your party.
I know. I'm asking Gaz. Like, do you know what they typically speak? Like, I know you speak common and stuff, but
If they don't speak common, they will speak giant like me.
Gazrock, you are aware the average ogre does speak common. It is. They're a society-based enough creature that they have the ability to speak common because they have been known to work with other creatures.
Look, we should at least take enough time that we can scout out what kind of tribe we are dealing with.
If this is their end, then they will likely move the boulder and use it for whatever they need to do outside of their home. Let's
Indeed.
just watch the entrance.
We probably shouldn't stay too close because should they open the door and find a bunch of people sitting outside, they would not take kindly to that. I will remind everyone that should we encounter a patriarchal tribe, we can negotiate, but... matriarchal tribe, we can negotiate. If it is patriarchal, we will have to fight the leader.
Coin flip.
What are you gonna... Sure,
I take it that it's going to be a one-on-one.
it might be.
Right.
And Druckle pipes in. And I'll be the one to do it.
You know what? I second that.
I'm
Druckle will
inclined to agree.
Quill will look over towards Druckle and it's just,
You think you genuinely can?
Well, of course I can, partner. Have I ever led you astray?
Yes, many
Yes,
times.
Several times.
sorry, mate.
But regardless of how little regard that you have for our lives, I still have regard for yours.
I don't.
Oof.
What
Let
he
him
said.
fight. Let him fight. It's a win-win.
No, I want to make sure that this is 100% a decision that he's conscious he's making. Ogres are no joke. They are vicious, strong, and frankly, unpredictable.
It might be best to stick together on this one, Druckle. Please do it for me.
Oh. All right. The power of friendship will keep Druckle next to Vex. Just
Come on.
barely.
Thanks, man. Here, have another coin to flip and shoot.
Stop wasting money.
You're not.
I'm so tilted right now.
Don't worry, I kept a couple for myself, extra, because I could divide it evenly.
Never seen a thieving goblin so willingly to throw money away.
Nah, the gold I keep. I keep the gold I keep. Silver, eh. It's all about the gold.
Okay, so what are you guys doing right now then?
I think we'd move away from the cave entrance and make camp. That's what
Should
Raznov is
we?
suggesting.
Should I stay somewhat in a place where I can see the boulder all night, so I know if they move it?
I don't think that would be necessary. I can just leave my rave.
Hey, cool. You want to go
Very
hunting?
well.
It may not have dark vision, but I doubt it will move before
Maybe I
sunlight.
But Matilda does.
Cole will actually look over towards the Vex's kind of ask, and he kind of thinks about it for a moment, and he's like,
Do we have the...
he kind of like thinks about it legitimately, and he's just kind of looking over towards Raznov.
Would we lose anything if we were to attempt hunting at this time? I know that we are closer to their grounds, so there's a chance that we might run into them.
Well, actually, depending, how close are we? Do we know?
Well, considering you can see their cave, pretty
Oh,
close.
Yeah, pretty fucking close. Yeah, he'd look over towards Vex. It's just
Any other time, but not for now.
Okay. All right.
Well, do we know if ogres would still be active during night?
Ogres are both nocturnal, and they're humanoid, so they're not
They
necessarily nocturnal, but they aren't like they are quite capable of not being nocturnal if they don't feel like it.
Yeah, so they might be. We won't
Yeah.
be able to tell.
You wouldn't know. No.
All right.
I think we should just leave some space between us and the cave and wait for day.
Why do you constantly suggest waiting while Druckle is in? Because I have to flip every time.
God.
Sounds like a you problem. Draco runs off and dies, and there's no skin off my back.
Hey, Druckle, you're looking a little bit antsy there. You want to do a dance? Do a tiny jig, a really quiet one, because you know we're in the cave.
No, it's all right. I flipped and I'll stay put.
I just love that Druckle is the Two-Face of this group. Do I live or die?
Draco is actually basically the polar opposite to Raznov.
Just constantly testing his patience, and he doesn't have any. That's his character flaw.
That's alright, it'll eventually get to the point where I'm just gonna magic missile.
God.
So anyways, as you guys set up camp for the night, away from the cave,
Oh no, tomorrow's my last day.
For what?
Saying to what?
Nothing at all.
Wasn't the bet that
Huh?
until we get back, or was it actually?
The
It
week.
was a week.
Yeah, you guys have only been gone for 4 days.
Well, I've counted our long rests.
Well, it took
It's
you.
only been 4.
And with
It was
3 days
100
left at the...
It took you 100 miles to get to where you were. You had 3 long rests to get there, but you this is your 4th long rest.
Crud. Hey, Guys,
Okay,
sorry,
I play
I
my
gotta go.
Oh, you gotta get going, Jet?
Gotta get going.
Jet.
We will miss you.
I'll tie you
Don't
up to
put
a
you guys into
tree.
any more trouble.
We'll just
It's-
tie him to the
Tie you
leg
up
of
to
one
a
of the ogres.
tree.
It is nice to see the chaotic boy once again. He's like, never think that I don't enjoy him. Like, yes, I'm constantly holding him like a fucking purse, but I love him.
I love all of you guys, just Raznoff doesn't.
Right. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna flip a coin for my exit.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Yep. Okay. Druckle will immediately and very loudly and prominently say, "I'm bored. I'm going home."
Why does he keep deserting us? Did we say something?
If he said next time that we left him when he's the one who went home, then I don't know what to do anymore.
I genuinely am curious as to how he's been able to survive all this time by himself.
I mean, so far he's done it, so I guess we have a little bit of faith in him.
Don't. We've bailed him out each time he's been with us.
I believe it's luck.
He nearly died to a donkey the other day.
I mean, that was on him, so.
I forgot to fix that up, by the way. Shit.
Problem.
Oh yeah, that's right. I still have a horseshoe-shaped scar on my face.
Yeah, that can't go away. That's a permanent thing.
He's got the Jack scar.
It's great because it's great because you both have scars. While Raznos is just kind of like a little scar. Yours is like this ugly, huge scar.
Before we all rest for the night, Vex is gonna hop over to Cole and cast Cure Wounds.
Thanks,
Okay.
mate.
Yeah, you can roll it.
What the hell?
I heard a bloop. There's like nothing there.
Yeah. It's blanking for me.
Is that gonna work? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, try it again.
I did.
It was another blank thing.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on, I'm gonna rejoin. Let's see if that works.
Hey,
Anyways, Jet, we'll see you later, buddy. You said you had to get
Bye,
going. We
Jet.
don't want to keep you.
Later, Jet.
Later. Night, guys.
Have a good night.
Night, man.
Boy.
But anyways, here I'll try rolling it for you. You got 10, so
Oh,
you're
you know
you're
what?
back
You know
to
what it is?
Yay!
You know what it was? I think.
What?
Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, it was because I wasn't clicking on the. I was clicking on the spells page, not the.
Oh yeah, not the page. And yeah, that would do it.
Okay, that makes
Anyway,
sense.
so
Okay.
your hearing returns as you're kind of like that person who has the water in the ears, like.
Yes, hold on. Holy shit, I can hear again. And he like takes him by the shoulders and like starts shaking him. Like, oh wait.
I can't wait till I get my outfit and I create gunpowder, just so I can set up an explosion right next to Cole's ears to give him tinnitus again.
Because he's red, you can't see the blood coming out of his ears. It just looks like sweat.
Okay, so you guys, what are you guys doing for the night?
Watch
Vibing.
time.
I am going to leave my raven in the trees nearby the troll cave.
Okay.
Maybe we should set up sleep schedules.
To hopefully notice anything.
I'll go all the ones after the first if it's 4 hours long.
I'll take third, the last one.
I mean, if no one's gonna take first, I guess I can take it.
Don't matter to me what I take.
Yeah, I'll take whichever one.
Okay. So you guys set up away from the camp. Set yourselves down within. I take it you're staying within sight of the cave, or where are you guys going exactly?
We'll move a little bit further away. Maybe not like inside, but close enough that it wouldn't take us long to reach it. We don't
Okay.
want to piss off any ogres that come and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will telepathically give the raven a command before I go to sleep. I'll give it a command just to, if anything happens, just to come and land on whoever is awake's shoulder.
Okay. So as you guys set down for the night, and set up yourselves for camp, your watches, you guys can. So the first watch, you guys can roll your perception checks.
Who's gonna do it with me?
I think Gazrog's on first watch with you.
So guys and Cole.
Here's a gold. So come on here, big guy. There's plenty of space. He pats the ground next to him.
Sorry, I disconnected again. I apologize.
Heck.
Bro, how fucking dare you?
I know. My shitty Canadian internet.
So Cole's great. Cole, getting your hearing back. You're in your game. You're well aware of everything going upon you. Your happiness, bringing yourself, and your hours go past. You don't seem to notice anything happening on your watch. If you guys want to have a chat while you're doing it, feel free. But
I mean, Gazrog probably wouldn't initiate conversation.
Meanwhile, Cole being the chatterbox that he is.
Which is fine.
There's a so. You got holy meat there, right? Timmy, holy meat. What? I mean, I know why you have him around, but why him of all things?
He gives me power, which I can channel into my attacks, as well as heal others. He's very useful.
I mean, can't you just kind of like do your own thing? I mean, like, are you into magic yourself?
No. His magic is of a different kind. One of the humans is channeling radiant energy. It's very powerful, and I like using slaves to their potential.
I mean, you always been into that, using slaves?
Indeed.
And just kind of picking them up and stuffing them in cages. Cage. That word.
They go where they are needed. Those who are useless as warriors are merely slaves.
I got it. I don't know. I just, I guess it's weird, just, I don't like the smooth skins, but I'm just, I don't know. It's a little weird. I mean, you do what you want, big guy. I don't fucking care. But,
From what I see, the smooth skins enslave their own as well.
Yeah,
as well as enslaving those of perhaps our kind.
Like me. I mean,
Indeed.
I ex-slave as one.
How about you? How do you feel about slaves? Considering you are one, well, were.
It's all a fun experience. I mean, to be honest, I want to kick the shit out of the one who had me for a while, you know? Like I said, I don't really personally care for slaves based on the human side. I know I didn't like being one. But,
perhaps we find who enslaved you and show him what it's like.
Well, you ever heard of a town called Sunshine?
No, I have not. Sounds terrible.
It's fucking shit. It's, I mean, that's actually one of my goals. If you want to help me out, west of here, it's a cold town full of dwarves, gnomes, stupid human named Sundoza. That little shit kept me in his estate. Was kind of his fool. So, kind of maybe took 10 years out of my life. You want to, like...
Perhaps, if we ever get a mission there, we'll be able to show that town how it feels to be enslaved.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
Despite what everyone thinks, or perhaps, well, Raznov, You have your uses.
See, finally, someone else also gets it. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know why he hates me so much. I mean, sure, I know I talk a lot,
Okay,
and I'm kind of like,
don't take that as too much of a, compliment. I just find that you can be useful in your own situations. Although your music could do with a lot more work.
Wait, really? I mean, okay, just give me constructive criticism, because I actually really like my music. That's my whole thing. What's bad about it, so I know what to do with it?
I've yet to hear any war drums, any screaming cries of pain.
Alright. Actually, you're in luck. I don't have drums at the moment, but I can play them. You know what? I did write up a war ditty. And you know what? Just for you, I'll play them on the war drums. How about that? I called it,
I actually like the old-time rags myself.
Old-time rags? Oh, sorry, mate. I don't got any. But, actually,
You're wearing old-time rags.
Yeah!
he is an old-time rag, actually.
True.
But, shit. It's late at night. I can't be making noise. How about this? I'll show you this in the morning, right? I made a ditty. I promise to.
Very well.
But, for real, thanks. I mean, sure, I look like I'm fucking around. Maybe I'm a little bit. But, I mean, I am trying. Very useful.
I see that you are trying, and I appreciate that.
Well, you know what, big guy? I appreciate you. He gives 2 pats on his arm.
Just nods.
Do you appreciate me, Timmy? I mean, holy meat?
I mean, I've known worse.
Holy meat. I'll fucking take it, whatever. I was gonna say you're one of, the only smooth skins that I actually like, but, you hurt me. Just a bit.
Well, it's not that we've had a lot of conversations.
You're right. I don't trouble to talk to you more. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be buds, sort of.
Have I ever showed you the pictures of my grandkids?
Fuck it. Show me what the little ugly-looking babies look like.
You see him look over and he does this, with his little hands. He's like, trying to reach into his.
Gazwork will reach and grab the picture of his grandkids and show it.
So you reach into his little pocket where he has actually one possession of this little handmade portrait of a little kid with golden locks.
Is it actually drawn nicely, or is it just a child's drawing of
It's actually a professionally done drawing.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. She has your eyes.
The photo
think
is from
so?
is
As
her
he
in
looks
the back.
over with super bloodshot, wide, crusted gray death eyes.
Hence why he hesitated. But I mean, the colors there. The color. That's what's important. And he hands back in its pocket and doing it with his fingertips because he's kind of still dirty and stuff.
All I see is for the rest of every other journey, just Gazrog walking along and Holy Meat and Cole just having a conversation as they walk.
Basically.
Oh boy, I get that. This is my version of 6 is Holy Meat, I guess. So any case, so as you guys finish your watch.
Alright, who was next? Was it Raz
and something.
It was Perstix and Rex?
I'm on all the
Rex
ships
on
now.
Oh, right. Oh, Raz and Porostic, sorry.
Oh, Raz and Pro 6. Alright, then,
Raz is
No,
I
Raz
thought,
is on.
I thought you said you wanted to take last shift, Porostic's.
Porosticks can take double watches because he only needs 4 hours of sleep. He's like an elf.
Oh, okay.
Can be in all the watches now. It's just
then, Cole will get up and, he dusts himself up. Oh, alright, well, I'm ready to hit the hay. Thanks for the watch, mate. Let's go wake up the others. And let's see which one do I get the pile of bones? Do I got rats? I'll try Paul. No, he tried to kill me earlier. Never mind, I'm gonna he goes over to Rasnov. Gives him the very, very careful tap on the shoulder. Hey, mate. Hey. Good morning. Hey. Rasnov.
Why are you waking me?
It's second shift. We're just finished. Everything's good. Everything's fine. I had a good talk with guys over there.
I'm taking third shift. And I go back to sleep.
Sorry. You just like
You have to deal with Vex if you do that.
yeah. All right, then he'll go over to Vex. Then just like, boy, Vex. Hey, morning.
Is it morning?
You're right. Not sort of. I mean, second shift. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, just 1 second. Vex will just put on his cloak and just rub his head. Okay. Alright, you go have your rest.
Alright, nothing happened, so we're good. At least so
By
far.
the way, how's the limping ear?
Oh, actually, it's doing great. I just hold on. Thanks for helping me out.
Yeah, no, of course.
And
Anyway.
that would have stopped as the bod. Helping me? Spare rations?
No, I mean, just can't group in general.
Sorry, say that one more time.
I was wondering if the group had, like, rations in general.
Oh.
Rations. I'm running a bit low, and I might need to go pick some fruits later.
Gazrog usually carries a ton.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we took 4 long rests.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I only got one left.
Vex will just shoot a bird out of the sky. Who cares? Alright. Have a good night, Vex. And I mean, Cole and Vex will just go towards the by the bonfire and just kind of rest his back against it, just twirling his light crossbow in his hands.
Well, and he will go over to Quill as he's been asked to stay next to the other resident big boy, so he's not taken away by other creatures.
I will reassemble for this watch.
What do you do?
Boop, boop, boop.
So as poor Sticks like reassembles, Vex is gonna look over and say, "So why did you do the thing that you did to Cole?"
What do you mean?
Don't fool me. I'm a cleric of trickery. I could see through that. You weren't trying to resuscitate him. I've never seen someone try to resuscitate someone by choking them out.
Was I not?
What? No. I should just kind of scratch my chest. Never mind. Just.
Did my eyes not go green?
What?
Usually when I do that, my eyes go green. So I heard.
I don't know. I was too focused on trying to keep everybody alive.
Oh.
Sorry.
No. It's fine.
I don't think we really talked that much, have we?
Nope.
Just curious, so, do you know... I never experienced death in my life. Like, what's it like being what you are, undead. I just curious.
I don't know how to describe it.
Fair enough.
I think I'm, for all intents and purposes, I feel
You feel?
alive,
Alright.
but
Yeah. Just
clearly I'm not.
yeah. You know, I'm glad you're with us, Porus, for the most part. You seem to know a lot about how to handle yourself, and I can appreciate that.
Where is this coming from?
I'm just appreciative of everybody keeping me alive. Probably would not have even survived getting to the Hoard camp much after arriving there. If I was the only one to show up, I probably would have been squashed by that the war chief's hammer way before I could do anything. Just, I'm glad that you guys included me in all your victories. That's all.
It's not really my call, but you do your own work, Vex.
I just make sure that nobody gets too bloodied up.
That was a neat trick, you floating over that pit.
Well, that wasn't me, but thank you. I appreciate it. You want to go and shoot? You want to fire him a crossbow? If I just like hand you the butt of his crossbow.
Oh, okay. He takes it. I don't think this is a good idea while we're trying to keep watch.
That's fine. It means that you have a long-range weapon anyway. I should just take out a small coin. I mean, actually, no, he's not going to fire a coin. He's going to take out one of the tins of his rations. He's going to just begin to munch on it a little bit and toss the top of the tin into the air.
Roll an attack roll if you want to.
Yeah, let me just... What kind of crossbow is this?
It's a light crossbow, so it'd be dex.
Yeah, they're all dex. There's no such thing as strength-based crossbow.
No, I'm just like...
Unless you fucking yeet.
Just
throw the
talk.
crossbow.
The entire crossbow.
You just throw the crossbow, it just breaks in front of Vex. Oh.
Okay, so you fire it off into the air, it strikes the tin.
Ding. Hey. And the arrow just like kind of bolt which falls to the ground along with the tin, just with a hole in it. Nice shot. That was a good shot.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Vex takes
That
back the
felt
crossbow.
familiar.
Familiar. Used to fire?
Maybe I learned it somewhere. I hand the crossbow back.
That's actually never occurred to me. Do you remember who you were before being porous sticks?
Vaguely.
Were you human or elf or orc or I don't know.
Well, I definitely think I'm a smooth skin of some kind.
Yeah.
Maybe something they can't see in the dark well. So a human, probably.
You can't see in the dark, huh?
Well, if I try and remember,
Oh, then you just have memories of being in darkness.
yeah,
Uh,
but I can't see in the dark fine as I am now.
well, at least there's a small advantage.
Yeah, amongst other things.
Well, I'm going to finish my snack if you want to keep you firing off the crossbow shots if you want to practice.
No, it's fine. You take the crossbow. I feel much better with the flag.
Okay. And Vex is gonna just lay back on his against the tree, just holding the crossbow, like up to him. Just kind of just waiting for something to happen. See if they're like just peering out.
Okay. Yeah, guys, roll your perception checks.
Yep. I knew it. I felt it in my bones. There was a big delay. I was like, this is not gonna be good.
So as you two
Yeah.
continue your watch,
I'm sorry, Carol.
night passes through. You guys aren't really paying attention. Nothing occurs. As you continue watching, nothing else occurs, and your watches come to an end.
I wake up as if I see Vex go to sleep. Or
Yeah,
go
Vex
to
is kind of just-
he'll wake Raznoth. I'm just like, I'll do it. You can go to bed.
All right. Vex is just has already kind of like passed out by the tree trunk anyway.
Duh. I'll go to wake up Raznoth. And I slap Quill's ass cheeks. I'm kidding.
Your hand falls
Give it a
off.
skeleton nose.
It recoils back.
The hand like bounces and just like goes like fucking like 30 feet.
Boing.
Fucking terrible. I hated her.
Yeah. Just gently.
Is it actually time this time?
Yes.
It seems to be.
Very well.
He's good with us.
Yeah, what's up?
No, like in third watch.
I guess so. That's you guys
Okay.
are the last people.
I just wake him up. Gently.
Okay,
Massage them awake.
as I get up, can I briefly look through the Raven's eyes to see what's going on?
If you're in 100 feet of it, yes.
I think we would be, because we're not too far away, right? Do you think we'd be still within 100 feet?
I went a bit further away, but
100
within.
feet's fairly close. I mean, that's just outside of your normal dark vision, so...
Then yeah, we probably wouldn't be then, so no, I
Yeah.
can't do that.
And the Raven would have to be right up close, because the Raven has no dark vision, thus cannot see.
Yeah.
So, like I say, 100 feet is like... There's a lot of creatures with 120 feet dark vision, so generally most
True.
people can see that.
Yeah, so no, I would not be close enough then.
Yeah.
I'll just sit up and start my watch, I suppose. And it was
So,
Quill with me?
Yeah.
He's generally speaking minding his own. A little bit seemingly lost in thought, but other than that,
Is there a problem?
Other than being still a little tired, no, not really.
and feel free to
I
roll
just want to
yours,
see you
Quill.
Oh, thank God.
yeah, right.
Very well.
Ooh.
Okay, so you guys keep your more eagle eyes. You're far more aware of Poro Sticks while you're not shooting a crossbow into the sky.
Sure. I go back into the zone.
As you guys sit back down for your watch, nothing seems to occur. If you wish to have a conversation, you may. Otherwise,
Yeah, no, I there's nothing to talk about per se,
Yeah.
or at least that he can think about.
Borostix looks over at Raznoth, then back at Quill, then back at Raznoth, back at Quill. Scratches his
Cool.
head.
Quill will look towards Porter 6, and it's just, is there a reason why you keep looking back and forth?
I don't know, it feels like I should make conversation of some kind.
The atmosphere seems kind of dead.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
Yeah. What year is it?
Not entirely sure. Kind of lost time ahead of time, you know, living in the fucking wild.
I mean, I feel like Raznoth would probably know, but
Your year? Give me one moment here. The year is 1543. 1543 AH after Hoard.
why is this relevant?
I was just trying to figure out whether or not it will help me remember what I was before, or how long it's been since I died the first time.
Are you sure that's safe? Aren't you one of Imberflicker?
Well, Master Emperor Fricka gave me free will, so I'm pretty sure it's fine.
He gave you free will, but you continued to work for him.
Is it
Yes.
necessary?
No,
So-
it's not.
Well, I'm not entirely sure. As far as time goes, do you have any leads?
Nothing really. Honestly, I would want to ask Master Ember Flicker where he got me from, but a part of me doesn't want to know, or doesn't want to hear it from him.
Part of you doesn't want to know.
Why does this come up now?
Either though I'm making conversation, or give me a break.
Could, if, this is a weird question. Would Quill know that since he was made by Emberflicker, is there any way for Emberflicker to know about the conversation at hand?
Roll me a disadvantage Arcana check since you have no idea how magic works given your class.
I don't. Not even given my class, just given me. Given Quill.
In before double natural.
All you tried.
Quill looks as like magic be weird shiz.
Well, if that's the case, then he just kind of shrugs and it's just,
Well, unfortunately, I'm not entirely sure concerning the year. And whatever you were before, well, you're a part of the Hoard now.
Yeah. And I don't think that'll ever change. And kind of lightly gestures towards where his heart would have been.
a confusing look appears on his face. A look appears on his face, but he kind of nods.
Yeah.
Raznoth looks pretty, unconcerned throughout the entirety of this conversation. Very obviously just no concern at all for the plight of a reanimated skeleton.
A skeleton man, yeah.
Raznoth don't lose sleep over the opinions of skeletons.
Oh, skeletons. You've already died. You're done.
You're literally just lawn furniture that talks.
Sure.
Knowing would change nothing.
Knowing would be nice. But you're right, it would change nothing. And there's a code. There's a code stare.
I can't really say nothing if you ain't gonna inside him. There's like a weird expression that kind of appears on his face, but it just goes away as soon as it comes.
I'ma do
Okay.
it then.
I can't.
I'ma do it, bitch.
Oh,
Seems legit.
At best, with a 9, you can surmise that, and I will use an approximate emotion. He is uncomfortable. Whether
Is
it be
this-
with you, the conversation, all that's muddled.
Is this topic making you feel uneasy, Quill?
He kind of gives you a weird look, and he's like,
Yeah, a little.
The plight of a skeleton has no bearing on your situation, Quill.
I
No.
apologize.
But it is conversation. We don't need to turn it down.
Clovis, are you worried?
Don't know what there is to be worried about.
I, for one, would be worried about the cowboy who just went off on his own. Not for his safety, of course, more for what happened to us.
Honestly, a part of me wants to know how I died just because how does that one get to live and I'm clearly dead?
Something tells
Shit,
me
yeah.
that one causes so many problems that they never catch up to him.
admittedly, a bit of a sorrowful look kind of appears on his face, just a tiny bit, a bit of a frown, and a bit of a furrow of the eyebrows as he just kind of.
Well, life is just crueler to some more than others.
If it makes you feel better, poor Styx, I do not think that one will be revived.
That does make me feel better. A lot. A lot better.
I thought it would.
Though he glances over at Quill, I won't be the one who'll do it. Maybe. Probably.
With one like that, the one who will kill him is time.
You can. It's not hard to tell that that was a mix of a joke, but he's also dead serious.
Oh god.
If there's nothing else, I'll do my perimeter walk now.
Not much all else, but again, remember when you do deactivate, or in your case, sleep, make sure to stay within your groups. I'm gonna continue to watch over Cole, but as for you, and the both of you, staying next to Gazrock is preferable.
I
do not
dislike
intend on
holy
moving.
meat.
I don't think many of us like holy meat. That is not special.
I'm just saying that I don't like this order, but I will do it.
We're gonna have changes with the order occasionally, but for the meantime, I think you would do some good to not absolutely hate the man inside of the cage.
Sorry, Quill, but that is the one thing this burning hatred will die down for.
I'm just saying, somehow Gazrog is capable of extracting healing magic from him. I'm sure if you have a disagreement, that might cause a bit of problem.
I already spoke to Gazrog about my position with Holy Meat last night. It's fine.
Well, alright. On the bright side, I'm sure that if you tell Gazrog to tell him to shut up, he will.
I'm sure he can just do it himself.
Right.
He glances over at Holy Meat and stares daggers at him, and then walks away.
That'll be about it.
Okay. So as you guys wrap up for the watch, nothing occurs. You guys finish your watches. Awaken the next morning. What do you do?
It's our
Um,
time.
It's our time now.
I guess
Yeah, I
expectantly,
mean, we gotta
Quill
scout some
first,
information.
probably, but also Quill's gonna immediately look in his surroundings, just still a little bit wary after the wyvern.
Hey guys, you want to see something completely, well, somewhat off topic, but kind of neat?
What?
Sure.
I got the original Raznos spellbook in here.
Hey!
Is that in the wrong direction?
I can't see it. Would you be able to?
It's
make a photo?
backwards.
Bloop.
Haha, it is backwards.
Nice. Oh!
I got the
Yo.
OG Raznos spellbook from like 2 years ago or something.
Nice.
Nice.
When he was slightly more wholesome.
I hate it. Now it looks weird to look at you because you're reversed, even though technically that's the right reverse. Fuck. I'll just have to get used to this one.
At the upside.
Can someone like? I can't see.
Oh my
it, so
fucking god.
I really like this app. I can do a lot. I can even turn on the phone.
Poor Sticks does a dab at the end of the watch.
Okay.
It's like watch complete without any bumps. You
Quest complete.
quest
I
complete.
can also fuck with my camera. Hold on.
So, as you guys finish your watch and gather yourselves together, what are you doing?
Ooh. So,
So
we're
with my
gonna.
familiar. Wait, let me read how this works.
We didn't see them come out. While the light rises.
Didn't hear them come out either.
I said fuck color.
Black and white. You're an Oreo now.
Yes.
Fakala.
Fuck color.
While your familiar is within 100 feet, you can communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears.
Yeah, it's still somewhat blue. I had to check.
Once So, Heath, when I change my... If I, like, look through my familiar senses, if it leaves the 100-foot range, does it automatically end?
Yeah, you would no longer be able to see out of its eyes. It would just, yip. It would just yip you out of there.
Gotcha. I mean, if I... Suppose I'll get Porosix to follow me. I'll, like, walk towards the cave entrance and see if it's still closed. Not right up to it, just as soon as it's within sight.
Okay, so as you guys get within sight of the cave entrance, you do see that the cave entrance is still closed.
Still closed, okay.
Now what?
I want to find out what kind of tribe it is before we go in. I just cannot think of a good way to find this out.
I mean,
I could walk in there, or we could move this boulder, or we could say hello.
Yes, these are all options, but it also leaves us with quite a bit of uncertainty.
Hey, I'm back.
Yep.
And Orizaku would say, "Wababa."
You're right.
I'm glad you picked that.
I do not know without physically going in there. Looking through the cracks in the rock, or like looking around, there's no light source from inside, is there?
No, or you would be aware, due to the fact you have one in your party, ogres have dark vision and thus do not need light.
Yeah, but they wouldn't choose. They're not choosing to have any either.
Yeah, they generally don't.
What if we knock on this rock if it was a door? Isn't that polite? Is that polite, Mr. Gazrog? In ogre culture. If he's back.
You don't think
I don't
Storm
think
is
he's
back
back.
yet?
Sorry, I will save that question for later. What if we just pass bits of me through the hole, and then I can just reassemble it?
Well, like, getting in there isn't the issue. I just want to. I want
Know
to
what's
know
in
what.
there.
Yes, before we go in. Because I was talking with Audra about it before we left. Would she have told me any, like, signs of whether it be matriarchal or patriarchal other than the leader?
You didn't ask at the time, so. I mean, the information she gave you was the information you asked for. So, unfortunately, you didn't ask about specifics of identifying prior to just looking in and seeing.
I'll be honest, I kind of assumed that they would be in, like, a camp, not a cave, for some reason.
So
Fair?
Yeah.
that we'd see them right away and just be like, ah,
thought
yes.
Yeah, I thought I'd be able to use the Raven to scout overhead.
That's okay.
I love how you guys just. I love the edit to the hate channel. I appreciate it, guys.
Are Raznov and Vorstix up ahead still, or did we end up
I
catching
mean,
up?
we're
with them?
at the boulder, I imagine, or
No, we're not. We're not right in front of it. Just within sight.
okay. Yeah, but we're still up. But
Okay.
like, stop, yeah.
Hmm.
Should we go back then? Maybe they have other ideas.
Perhaps. I see no reason not to go back.
One more time? Wait, what are we talking about?
We're
Me
going
and
back.
Vorstix, the cave entrance. Just heading
Yeah.
back now.
We're going back to the cave entrance?
No.
No,
we're going
Raznov
back.
and Vorstix walked ahead. The rest of us stayed behind, and they're going to go back because they wanted to see if the cave entrance is open or not.
Now we're coming back to you guys.
All right. So what did I miss in the meantime? Sorry.
They just went up to the cave to see if there was, and then decided that, nope, we can't see anything, and turned back, more or less.
Yeah.
Ah.
So what's the plan?
Hmm.
I don't think we can figure anything out in there. What is in there unless we go in there ourselves and I look over at Raz.
As
Just like
far
as
as
a
I can, as far as I can tell, we have no way of scouting without significant risk.
You said that one of us could fit through it, right? Like the small guys.
Yeah, they could slip through
Yeah,
the
that'd be
cracks
good.
without moving the boulder. Everybody, basically, if you're a small creature, you could slip through the boulder's cracks.
Namely, could, not should.
Vex just shakes his head. All right. Listen, I'd rather I just go in and risk one life than to risk everybody else's.
Well, but why risk it all if we can still find another way? I mean,
doesn't
we
seem
just
like
knock on the door.
I can come with you, probably.
Would you be able to fit? That's. I mean, I guess we could stack you one bolt at a time, but
I can be very thin.
Yeah, technically,
DM,
Pro
is that-
Sticks without the armor could fit. With the armor, kind of thickens you up quite a bit.
Fuck.
I mean, there's no point in risking two
I
people's
could.
lives. I'm not sure how they react.
I'm already dead, Vex.
That's true. I'm just not sure how they'd react to a skeleton, but if you're willing to come along, that would be.
I assume they have seen a lot of skeletons.
That's true.
Maybe not
All
ones,
right.
but
All right. Well, 460, we're down to.
I was more just thinking that if things go wrong in there, you could get away as I hold the line to get everyone else. That's all. But if you think you can go in there and be stealthy and come back with the information, then I think I'll just get in your way if I follow.
Hold
Yeah.
on, mates. Sorry, continue.
No, you first.
I
Hold
mean,
on, but keep
let's,
going.
you go on.
Can you still hear my keyboards? I turned on the suppression.
Try typing something now.
Did you hear it?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Nice. Alright. I mean, either way, we're trying to negotiate, right? And we could just get food and then come back. And then same thing with the troll, right? Hey, we got meats. Knock knock. You'll let us in.
Daddy, but this one.
Alright. I mean, we may not be able to give meats, but in general, I mean, they're still, right? They're a little more intelligent. So you just, say, hey, we want to talk. We don't want to fight. And then if they say get the fuck out of our territory, then at least, we're kind of prepared. We know what's coming. So if we do want to come back, we still got 2 victories back at camp.
Yeah. I mean, I could still sneak through the hole if things go sour. I could be a bit nimble.
Blessing thing that you do, you're able to do that to yourself, right?
Yeah, just wondering if it's better to...
Theoretically, all you have to do is sneak in, look, and if you notice, sneak back out. But I'm simply explaining how that could go, right? We don't actually have to do that.
I don't think the risk is worth the information we would get. It would probably just be safer in the long run if we went in blind.
So we should just open this border, get it over with.
So,
And
just so
just
you know,
talk.
Blessing of the Trickster does not work on yourself. It says specifically you touch a willing creature other than yourself.
If anything, I say we can open up the door a little bit, not all the way, because that shows that we're, we're not being rude. We're not trying to get in and bust through their own cave. We'll just be like, oh, anyone here? We opened a cave, sorry. We want to talk.
Yes, basically. I do not think that, not that I want to question Vex's ability. Do not think if they found an intruder they would take it to it kindly. At least if we were a bit more open, perhaps they would hear us out before they tried to murder us.
So
Hello?
we'll just...
Yo.
Yeah, hi.
I hate Shaw right now so much.
So we'll just yell in front of the boulder for a parley.
Okay.
Would
Vex is
probably
going...
be more effective if we opened it first.
Well, Quill. And I kind of roll up my armor sleeves and then they fall back down. The chain link armor is like...
Wait, what is happening? I'm so sorry.
He's
We're
like doing
moving
the
the
rolling
boulder.
up his... Yeah. He's rolling up his sleeve, but instead it's just moving up his armor and then it slinks back down because he has no meat to hold on to it.
Then Quill will kind of look at you, like, questionably.
The boulder. Should we just move it now? Are we all ready?
We're doing this.
Well, actually, before we do, does everybody know what we must do depending on what kind of tribe it is?
What was it again? The male tribe likes
Male
to
combat.
Beat the fuck up.
combat. Okay, female is diplomatic.
Fucking.
Okay.
Fuck the
Again,
beat up.
Female
the key words
female
were...
presents the opportunity.
Dooney,
To be
they're
diplomatic.
tend to be more diplomatic. Doesn't mean they're just, hey, I'm female diplomatic. Just like they tend to be more the thinking, logical sorts, but they're also super violent ogres, so they still could just fucking kill you at a whim. It's just you have a slightly better chance when it's a matriarchal society.
I mean, there's still a chance that even male patriarchs.
Yeah, the patriarchal could also be done through discussion as well. It's just one is more likely to respond more to violence, while the others respond more to reason.
So is Vex sneaking in?
I wonder if ogre testosterone is like super intense.
No, Vex, it would be safer if you did not sneak in.
Well, let's see how this goes, mate. I mean, these folk are kind of willing to talk. I mean, they also, it's just that the patriarchal kind of, they might respond more to the fighting, but I mean, if it's the matron, do you know that one, right? They might also talk too. They're just a little more likely to talk about it. So we'll see what happens. But let's try the safe version first, and then if all doesn't work, then you can trust and get around. I don't want you dead, mate.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
You prepared to fight, but we have the opportunity to potentially negotiate.
Alright. I might call it a night here, guys, though, because I don't know what's wrong with my internet. It's just not letting me.
Well, okay. I'll say with that, then, we, as you guys are about ready to move into the Ogre Cave and prepare yourselves to have the chat, we'll stop here, because technically, Michael was supposed to RP one of the voices, so we can wait till next week when everybody's back.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good spot to stop anyway.
Yeah.